South stack G's, flipping tight on that white with that candy on them goldies. 1, 2, 3, you.
Hello, everyone. This is Kev, and welcome to Reaction Wednesday here on BMBBH. And for those of you who don't know what BMBBH means, look at the name of this YouTube channel right here. I am Kev, and we are here to do a reaction or maybe a couple reactions. I always playing a little surprise here and there. But you know, it's just I want a few people to understand why this particular broadcast is happening. Because see, here's the thing. We sooner or later, as black men, are gonna have to start responding to all the criticism that is in our local area. See, we know how to, take on society as a whole, as a collective. But in our local vicinity, you know what? I don't know if we pay enough attention or not. And you always got these people saying that how meaningless your role is. And when that's cap. You we as black men, when we speak out of turn, we definitely make an indelible impact. And I'm going to show you guys that tonight. Making indelible impacts on people, who who seem to have some type of hurt that they got to deal with. I don't want to use the sign language or anything like that, but I mean seriously, yeah. The main reaction that I'm gonna do is uh a broadcast, a live stream that happened 4 years ago. That's the main one. But just gonna monologue for a little bit. Wanted to show you guys this first, and then we'll get to the real reaction. So let me give some shout outs first before we get into it. Okay. I want to shout out send a special shout out to the Replay Gang. The Replay Gang is basically people who decide to watch this show without it being in real time. So thank you very excuse me very much. You really are helping my algorithm out. But yeah, also shout out to the moderators who keep everything pretty civil over here. I mean, they don't power trip because, I don't tell them to, no, I tell them not to power trip. But if in the case I decide to mobilize them to do their thing on crazies and trolls and bitch niggas and, all this other shit, they decide they want to come in and start being all crazy and shit, then yeah, guess what? Then I will mobilize the moderators to do what I gave them the blue wrench for. So thank you guys for looking out for me week after week. Also, shout out to the members of this channel. You support the channel from month to month. Really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And the uh, memberships are as follows. Okay, I'm gonna read the. I usually read it from first to last. I'm gonna read it from last to first this time. All right, we got Mr. Me Too, Black Light Revelations 2, Andre 416 Reformed, D. Scott, American Negro, D. Rock Den, The God, Gold P, Indigo Flow, Days, Phil Brad, Aaron P, and Greg. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Shout out to the live chat. You guys make it happen. You make the show that much more interesting. Our team up, live chat and Kev, that's a great combination. That's a match made and think of your favorite place. So yeah. And also last but not least, long live the habitual line steppers. And, I got to kind of encompass that a little bit tonight. And it's something that, don't get me wrong, I don't like doing that. I don't like doing or don't like having these kinds of broadcasts. But see, we what we got to do is we got to start establishing a little history here. And, we got to establish why some people say and do the things that they do on this platform we call YouTube. When at the end of the day, ain't none of that shit that serious. I mean, I really hate when black men, grown black men, the intelligent, supposedly intelligent, masculine black men, lower themselves to acting like females. Now, I'm not saying that everything and everyone I'm going to react to is very female like tonight. One day I might actually do a good reaction. See, the reaction last Wednesday was pretty funny when I was doing Young Ripper 59 versus Jody's Corner. Oh, that shit was hilarious. And Young Ripper 59 handed Jody's Corner that ass. That is a wide load to hand to somebody. I mean, seriously. And yeah, I had fun with that one. It was very humorous. Listening to the jokes being cracked, the roast itself, like, yeah, I mean, it was all that in a bag of chips. So anyway, really, really, really appreciate everyone's support with this Reaction Wednesday. But this is Reaction Wednesday number 4. So, all right. Hold on one second. Let me get this together so I can start reacting. Man, life is just so busy. I don't really have everything that I want to ready at the time, but you guys are super fucking patient with me. So like I said, I'll appreciate you guys forever. All right. So let me get some shout outs in the chat before before we get this motherfucker started. All right. So the early birds, we have RPM. What's good? Long live my brother. Andre 416 reformed. Shoot, we got D Scott saying Razor Ramon. No, that's the fake Razor Ramon. That's not Scott Hall. And I did that fake Razor Ramon for a reason. Is symbolism behind and I'm gonna give away this secret. Unless it's like someone outside the space, like Young Ripper versus Jody's Corner, my thumbnails are gonna be very symbolic of who that I'm gonna, who I'm gonna react to. So okay, let me give you an example. The first reaction Wednesday had Dark Side on it. That was an avatar. Dark Side, the Superman's greatest enemy in DC. People say it's Lex Luthor. I mean, but it's Dark Side. Lex Luthor is a very, very strong second. Dark Side was it was an avatar that Man of Tomorrow used to use. Okay, so the first main reaction was about him. The second reaction was Bob Marley with dreads. Really couldn't find anything to attach to DJ Cuda besides, Bob Marley singing into a microphone. Because, DJ Cuda got dreads and he endorses the space getting their sound equipment and getting all their media stuff together. And, so it was like problem, like a first broadcast was problem. Second broadcast was no problem. I don't have a problem with DJ Cuda at all, but I disagreed with his sentiment, and he even told me, "Oh, well, it's just a troll." You know what I'm saying? I was just trolling, and to an extent, I do understand that. I do understand that, but people like Cuda would probably have to realize that. We'll probably have to realize that people like me believe that trolling is just an excuse. It's whether he was trolling or not. I mean, I believe he was telling the truth, but I don't know. People use this trolling shit like is a get out of jail free card. It's like it keeps me from getting in some type of trouble with the person that's sitting across from me. And actually, even if you are trolling, that can be seen as a gaslight. I mean, you piss me off. Oh, you fell for it. Oh man, why you crazy? Why you so crazy? Yeah, it's a gaslight. So the third one, I was pretty direct because I mean, Young Ripper 59 is not Black Manosphere necessarily. And now there's Jody's Corner. Just to show y'all I can switch up and I do watch other YouTubers. In fact, my primary viewership of YouTubers, I would say it's pretty split between, within the space and everything else YouTube. Yeah. And also yeah, so tonight's thumbnail. Okay, that Razor Ramon is not the real Razor Ramon. It's not Scott Hall. Okay. I mean, I thought about putting Scott Hall Razor Ramon on the thumbnail, but no, I'm not gonna do the bad. I'm not gonna do Scott Hall like that. And let me tell you the story about how that guy ended up being Razor Ramon real quick before I get started. Um, yeah, Scott Hall, who was the original Razor Ramon, him and Diesel, Kevin Nash, left the WWF for WCW. And it was like a real big fucking deal. It was really before like the internet really took off and rumor mills and dirt sheets and all that shit that you can just read on the click of a button. Um, so Jim Ross wanted a commentary in WWF after Scott Hall and Kevin Nash left. And it was such a big thing because people did not know if Vince McMahon sent Scott Hall and Kevin Nash to really trash WCW. And it was a damn good marketing strategy. It really was. So Jim Ross, my God, King, stop the damn match. That guy. He decided that he decided it was a good idea. Okay, well, Razor Ramon and Diesel are coming back. They're coming back. Razor Ramon and Diesel will be here next week. And when Razor Ramon and Diesel showed up, it was Razor Ramon and Diesel, but it was two different guys. Okay, so the fake Diesel would eventually become Kane, the Big Red Machine, And the fake Razor Ramon, well, that was pretty much his legacy in WWE. He never became anything else. He went to smaller companies, and actually, he passed away like I think sometime last year at the age of 49. I was like, wow, I'm 2 years from that. So, yeah. So let me go ahead and keep my health up. But that thumbnail is the fake discount. Like we used to call him the fake Razor Ramon, the fake discount Razor Ramon. And what did Razor Ramon used to call himself? The bad guy. So I think y'all know where I'm going with this. Okay. What guy that is close to this space or in this space that calls himself the bad guy? Yep. Or, like I would like to put it, a cheap imitation of a bad guy. You don't know what villainy is for real. None of you do. See, and I've been pretty calm and nice on this platform, but I figured this after 4 years of listening to bullshit by detractors, one broadcast isn't gonna hurt. One reaction isn't gonna hurt. Because it's about time we, as black men, stand our ground. Come through this bitch. Take no fucking prisoners. Like that background I got up there. So, anyway, all right. Okay, so I'm going to show y'all a little tidbit. And you know what? I'm going to say this is the kind of bullshit that I'm talking about. I'm going to show you a little clip, then I'm going to get to the actual reaction. So, let me finish shouting out this chat. Toya the Tutor with her shrug was good. Cutest shrug in this fucking side of the world. But how you doing, Toya? Okay. Who the villain? Hey, I'm the true villain, but hey, I'm an antagonist pretending to be a protagonist. I'll say that. I went on this whole rant, try to do this live stream about how I was a good guy and everything. And, I was pretty much level headed and shit. And, I wanted all black men to get along. But I mean, and I don't believe that I was lying to myself, but I wasn't real convinced after when I got off the air that night. I wasn't even real convinced that I was even telling myself the truth. So, I mean, shit. But hey, I'll just go back to the moniker of ruthless nice guy. Because you gotta be a little ruthless and you can be totally nice about it. And see, that'll piss people off more than if you're cussing out and yelling at them. So, yay. So let me do this first one right here. I mean, but LaShawn, what's going on? Jermaine is the villain. Yeah, it's always Jermaine's fault, ain't it? Always. Compassionate and callous. What's good? Oos. Forever blessed. What's going on? Thank you for coming through tonight and joining me in this reaction. Larry Nero, what is up? LaShawn, maybe Vince maybe lose his rank. Stockholders vote. Like, Vince is gone, bruh. He quit. He quit because of the scandal. And I don't think that he's gonna be the last one. They even like sideline Brock Lesnar because what I hear, he asked for a P video from that woman. Oh, you don't want to ask for no P video. Oh boy, that's serious. But but yeah, man, those are very, very serious allegations. They're very serious. So, all right, let me go ahead and share the screen real quick. And we will get on with our reactions. Oh, look at these guys. Man, fuck being the good guy. Gotta take say sauce with a smile. Fuck yeah. I agree, man. I fucking agree. So, I want y'all to look at some real quick. Now, the first clip I'm gonna show you is and fair use, by the way. Fair use. Fair use. First clip I'm gonna show you is from it's a content creator very local to this space. In fact, he's on the list. In fact, I should go ahead and show you the list. Now, in fact, I'll do that first. I'll show you the list. We just put out a new list today. Okay. I know that's gonna ruffle some feathers because it damn sure did. And anybody that say it didn't and they don't care, that is fucking cap. And I will have that proven by the end of the fucking night. Okay, so let me go ahead and say Shout out to AB Media. He is the new addition to the official list. Recognized channels, recognized. Keyword recognized. Remember that. I want y'all to remember that. Mr. Low Rocker, what's good? Okay. All right. So, all right. Let's do this. No, not this one. This one. Yeah, you say Mr. Low Rocker said, I keep hearing about this Jermaine guy, but nobody's ever seen him. Shit. Nobody's ever seen Keisha either. But that didn't stop these niggas from talking about her. So yeah, shout out to AB Media. He is the newest addition to the officially recognized channels of the Black Manosphere. Updated yesterday. But I'll go ahead and be the first one to admit this list looks like it at least need to be reformatted. But yeah, so I'm gonna read each one of these names. Okay, we got AMG Network and the Angry Man. That's Angry Man and Mumia Obsidian Ali. Two trailblazers that you can sort of say they paved the way. Men that watched them were inspired to do something like this themselves. Come on. I mean, not really me so much. I wanted to do YouTube anyway. I mean, but when I see black men up here, doing their thing, and that lets me know that I can do it too. Shit. So I mean, it's nothing wrong with getting inspiration from someone. Is nothing wrong with that. I just did a Rick James right there. I don't know what you caught that, but but I mean, so I try to minimize it a little bit because I just don't want try to play steel chested a little bit. So the next one we got BGS Ibmore. And remember that name too tonight, BGS Ibmore. And Kevin Samuels, rest in peace to quote fingers, the Godfather. Okay, newly featured channel, AB Media. So let me go through each one of these names real quick as fast as I can. And it won't take but like 45 seconds. You can start counting right now. The Roger Report Live. Black Men Being Brutally Honest. Edward Anderson, Black Ram 313, LAR Movement, Dr. T. Hassan Johnson, Green Gorilla, Big Discussion 76, Big Discussion 76, Big Discussion 76, Science and Technology, Big Discussion Sports, Bernard Riley, Game Changer 00100. Cut to the Chase TV. YS4W, The Crimson Cure, Zero, Information Man Show, The Breakdown, A Woman's Perspective, Black Mind, Art Install TV, The Black Brain Trust, Sheep Stay Sleek TV, Charles Faulkner Jr., Sub-Zero 3639, The Shatterpoint, Rest in Peace to Force Windu, Charles Gilmore 3, Super Triz, Roguish, The Snooze Kicker, The Black Dimension, The Prophet of Thought Series, Nicole Ali, Code Breakers, Mr. Fantastic 824, Minister Jab Live, Ronald Neal, Art of Ibmore and Rage, The Walt Diddy Show, Alpha Male Strategies, AMS, Steph is Cold, Book of Alpharonomy, Dr. BOA, shout out to Alabama, Ika Giamine, Sergeant Willie Pete, King Riches, Artisan MC, Pep God Nation, JR Wisdom, Nate Dogg 74, Mr. Z, Black and Effect, the Culture Clinician, Nick Taylor, DJ Kuda, Keep It 100, Marty McFly, Dr. Thunder, Keep It Techie, and Platinum Elite. All right. Mr. Low Rocker said, I actually know plenty of Keishas. But he don't know Jermaine. I actually used to have a roommate named Jermaine. That motherfucker had a woman for each day of the week. player from the Himalayas, and he ain't even try that hard. He was just being himself. That's what I like to tell these guys. Just be yourself, man. Be yourself. But I don't like to assume that the problem that black men have directly are women. It may be something else. It may be financial. You never know. Just kind of open your mind. But see, that's the problem with a lot of these niggas, man. That's the problem with a lot of these niggas that I'm gonna showcase tonight. And you know what I like to say? Did you forget the black dank must? what? Did you I don't know. The black dank must. Whoa. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Those guys. The Black Brain Trust. Oh, see now they're gonna think I purposely skipped over them. I mean, I didn't, but it sure looks the hell like it did. So I mean, yeah. So the fuck what? I'm just saying. But all right. So anyway, yeah, LaShawn, all caps, man. You two watch that shit, man. I mean, unless you need to, like, you got to read it in all caps and shit. Because if you're gay, homeboy stole your boyfriend. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Like, seriously. Like, I really don't know what that means. But hey, you know what? I'm sure it had a meaning behind it. So, okay. So let me go ahead and react to this little shit right here. Like, not this. This is not it. This is not it. Okay, I just want to put a spotlight on something. Okay, this is Sub Zero 3639 live. He is from the city that I'm from, and he is a very successful black man. So we can't do anything but be proud of that. But like many successful people, they might say a little something that throw you off a little bit. So uh let me go ahead and play what this man said. Okay. And this was on, black men ruining opportunities like Jonathan Majors. Like some people have yet to realize, okay, let me do this real quick. Let me switch to that. Okay, because I want my little reaction Wednesday to be seen. And the little cash app on display too. Um, yeah, like he's a very intelligent guy, but like, look, like, come on with this bullshit. Just kind of like, I just want y'all to take a listen. And I mean, I know he's not gonna give a fuck. I mean, shoot, I don't want him to give a fuck. I mean, shit. But still, though, man. I mean, when people say dumb shit, it should be pointed out. So, all right. So here we go. I want you to listen to what this man has to say. Because, black men are up here because we feel like no one else, wants to listen to what we have to say. But anyway, here you go.
Right. Okay. Hold a second. Hold a second. You're taking two extremes to make a point. Okay. First of all, you don't have to insult the damn space. Some guys have a difference of opinion there or what have you. Just like you said, you can't motivate. Who are you to question or who am I to question their motivation? I don't
Shout out
think,
to
like
Sir
I said,
Tice.
for example, I work out more for my health and my God, and so I can keep these motherfuckers off me
I
and
don't know
still
if
whoop some fucking ass or
hold
whatever,
on.
right?
I don't think that's it. I'm
I'm
sorry. Let
not
me
thinking
apologize.
about no broads or
Let me take
whatever
time
in
to
a sense
apologize
like
real
that.
quick.
But I've always been in shape most of my life. So
if I was single, and when I was single, I was working out thinking about women.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So what you saying
There it is.
and
That's more
a
the
lot of
spot.
times motherfuckers wouldn't be motivated.
That's more the spot.
Yeah.
The spoils is the women. So if you remove that, you remove the women, motherfuckers ain't as motivated. I'm just telling you.
I can see where you.
And another thing, Sir Tice, you have to take into account, and this is no disrespect, obviously not bringing it in your direction. A lot of these niggas is gay in this space too. Let's get this shit about. A lot of these niggas biting pillows and they don't want to admit it. They're coming up here trying to say that shit. They know damn well they biting them pillows. They know they.
Oh yeah, because a lot of these guys in this space are gay and they're biting pillows and they don't want to admit it. See, this is the kind of shit that I'm talking about right here. First of all, you got that buck ass title, Black Men Ruining Opportunities like Jonathan Majors. Okay, so who are we ruining it to? White people? Why do these dudes don't realize that other races got their minds made up about us? So it's not gonna matter what we do. I mean, but hey, he has a right to whatever he says. I mean, shit, I advocate for that kind of thing. But the thing, these niggas, guy. Right after he said, pussy motivates dudes to go to the gym. I mean, dude, like I said, very intelligent, very successful, but shit guy. Come on now. Don't do anything. And I know he's not going to give a fuck about this. Don't do anything to ruin my perception of successful men, successful black men. I mean, these dudes act like they got pictures at home with dudes with one dick in each fucking hand, and then they just shout, "Man, you gay, man, you gay!" Like, you ain't got no fucking proof of that shit, bro. What if I went around and said that Sub Zero 3639 looked like he go around kicking midgets? Like what if I said that and it blatantly wasn't true? He go around kicking midgets while his wife fucking the mailman. Like, what if I said that? It's not true, but it'll probably still piss him off a little bit. Shit. Like, damn, bro. Most of these dudes in this space are gay. I mean, now, if he's if when people say space, they're talking about the Black Manosphere. Shoot. And I don't completely side with something, but shit. Like, calling dudes gay, man. Like, damn, that like I'm gonna have to say this. That's very female-like, bro. You get mad with somebody, then you want to call them gay. This is the shit. This is I would have to say this is the element of, and I don't like to use social justice terms, but this is the element of homophobia that you cannot get punished for: insulting straight black men just because hoes are mad. You're right. You're right. Women motivate everything men do. And guess what? Hoes motivated Sub-Zero 3639 to say that shit. Shit. This is what's wrong with these dudes. Hoes are mad, so we just break the fuck down. Oh man, I don't want them to call me gay, like Ramil. Oh man, they might say I ain't getting no pussy. I say, dude, if your level of pussy getting is predicated on what hoes say on social media, bro, you ain't getting no motherfucking pussy. I mean, you might be paying for it, but shit, dude. like I'm saying, man. If y'all won't respond to a lot of this bullshit, I will. Period. That's just how it is these days. Now, this is who this broadcast isn't about. Although one day Sub-Zero might say something for an hour, and it might interest me enough to do a whole reaction show on him. But shout out to Montgomery, Alabama. I mean, seriously. So let's get to the real thing. All righty. So if you didn't figure out who I was talking about by now, I have never had any contact with Reg the Bad Guy. Maybe a $5 super chat from a while back, just to support Black Men Media. But this broadcast right here was 4 hours long. Okay, this is Reg the Bad Guy Live number 433. I will put the link in the description box after this broadcast. It's called the officially recognized channels. He said channel. He didn't put channels of the Black Manosphere BGS list. So, yeah, hybrid does absolutely. Haters always use gay slurs to insult brothers. Ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. Like shit. And I mean, like, Sub-Zero ain't necessarily a hater, but dude is like, for him to say something like that, it kind of brought him down a little bit in my eyes. Like I said, very successful brother. Ain't nobody mad at him for his success. Nobody's mad at him for his success. I'm not mad. But goddamn, bro, like take that wild hair up your ass out, man. Pluck that shit. Shoot. I'm not gay at all. Y'all ask your mothers. So, okay, let's get to this little reaction right here. Okay, here we go. This is Reg the Bad Guy. Oh god damn these goddamn ads, man. I want y'all to get paid from ads, but the bottom line, y'all ain't making too much money from that shit. Like I said, all last year, all my videos, I made $180 just from ad revenue in 12 months. And actually, that's promising because that shows me if I can get my sub count to go up, that revenue might actually mean something. But okay. So, all right. Here's the thing that why I'm doing this. This started 4 years of absolute fucking crying. Like, how they used to say, oh man, all you niggas do is cry, man. Oh, well shit, you're about to see plenty of it. Bad guy. Bruh, you have no idea what actual villainy is, bruh. You are a calm, serene man compared to most of the guys I grew up with. Calm and serene. Man said new channel, Snow the Bad Cat. Okay, okay, but all right. This broadcast happened over 4 years ago. And a lot of the things that you're going to hear during this broadcast, you hear from the detractors all the time. Okay, so let's commence. Let's play. Let's play. And please, for some of you, try not to please try not to fall asleep to the soft sounds of this nigga voice. So and remember, like I said, 4-5 fucking years of insults. They can take one goddamn broadcast. What up, Detroit 313? It's good. The more they hate, the more they create. They can hate all they fucking want. Grow some nuts. I can't stand woke liberal sips. These what these guys are? RPM, he's boring as hell. No, hell is a little bit more exciting than this guy. Oh boy. Yeah. This is gonna be fun. I think I'm gonna have more fun with this one than I did last week. Shoot. So who's ready to go down this path with me? All right, let's do this. Time to start this Reaction Wednesday officially. Officially, like this word up here.
And he also super chat too. You never know when he might come through. And he put a video out today, him not liking the flippy fish. So you go ahead and check that out. I have the video here, but I got it on his channel too. So go over there, subscribe to his channel. And support me on Patreon. More Patreons to get to more. I can support other people and
fair use.
Support me on Anchor. I'll probably do something tomorrow on Anchor. I usually do it on Monday or during the week, but I'll probably do something a little bit earlier this time. Because I think I didn't do anything this week. If I did, yes, I did. But anyway,
my life is
support me on Anchor, man. I'm on like 7 other different platforms, iTunes and Pandora. Spotify.
He said he got all this going on.
iTunes.
Watch what this broadcast is about to be about.
Ban all weeds. And $1, $2, $3, $1, $2, hit that cash app.
Ban all weaves. All right.
She's in the house.
They have a problem. One of us see it. So
let me give him the Lowcast link. Hold on, I'm gonna give these links out pretty quick today. I talked about a little about this already on my channel about this list. That BGS put out.
Oh no.
This recognized content creators on here. And a lot of people got left off the list. Well, I kind of figured that this list is made by BGS and BGS down Angry Man and a few other people. I think this list is a real biased list. People who they agree with, they think that is intelligent.
Oh yeah. Like you're gonna observe with this particular live stream is that you're dealing with a bunch of dudes that they think they got it all figured out. And that shit is hilarious. So, all right. Thank you, Andre 416 Reformed for the super chat. You get one of these. And you get one of these. Yeah, thank you, man. Really appreciate it. He says, playing catch up, but I'm listening. My food is on the way. LOL. Oh, DoorDash or Uber Eats. So appreciate the love and support constantly. Ray Hummer, the Hummer Force, Detroit 313. I think I shouted you out already, but just in case I didn't, hey, shit. You deserve 2 shout outs. Shit. So anyway, let's see how. See, when I was watching this, I was cracking the fuck up because it's like, God damn it, they had only known the truth. So here's the story. Here's the story of the list. No, I'll tell it as I'm playing this shit.
They think that can contribute to the Black Manosphere. But if you look at the people on the list, they participated a lot in beefing on here more than others, and so it is what it is, but I want to give the people the links right now, so let me go ahead and do this. So I'm gonna let them speak on it.
Can y'all hear this?
Let's see.
If I gotta hear, you gotta hear it too. Put a 1 in the chat.
Hope I get it. Hope you guys get the links. If not, you gotta email me and then I just do it that way. But I'm gonna try to get it both.
Yeah, hybrid catastrophic. It pays it. Red's bad guy's really bad at podcasting. I guess that was he calls himself bad. Like, I mean, that's your opinion though. My opinion, you'll understand it, throughout.
There's a lot of people that's not on the list, and I think it's mostly the people that's on the list is friends of each other, basically, by the most part.
Okay. No.
And there's a lot of pro-blacks on there, and I was surprised that Sarnetta was on there. I'm going like, okay, what is Sarnetta doing?
Yeah, that's my bad. I put Sarnetta on the list. But no, I'm not saying my bad to him.
Hold on. All right.
Oh, here we go.
All right. What's up, Low Care?
Hey, what's going on, bro?
Let me speed it up a little bit.
Shout out to the panel. Shout out to the panel. You know what? I'm outraged. I'm disappointed. I'm upset with that. I'm totally upset with that thing, man. I'm totally upset. There's a lot of names that should be on their list that ain't on their list. They really deserve to be on their list. Can you think of anybody, Rich?
This is a whole probably another 50 people.
Can you name somebody? Give me one name.
I said another. Oh, let's see what name. What name should be on there?
Every time we put that list out, we get a bunch of comments about what name should be on the list. And like I explained to AM1 and Ty City that night, nigga, we didn't know every goddamn body. But what I did was put names of people who hang around in y'all chats who are content creators. Niggas don't like, and the thing is, it was supposed to be periodic when we added more people, but they jumped the gun and thought that was it. So the reason behind the list is because Roger, myself, and a couple of others, we got tired of people defining who black men were. Basically, we got tired of them defining who the black manosphere was. So we decided to be proactive and take some control. It was totally Roger's idea. It was. So he gets the credit for even coming up with that. And I put the list together. I put most of the names on the list, and what I did was I picked people that didn't talk shit about the space. That's what I picked. Just talk. I mean, you talk all this bullshit about the space, then every time a feminist blogger writes a bad article about what's going on in this space, you niggas fold. Oh my God, it's over with. It's the end of the black manosphere. They coming to get all of us. So why would I want to align myself with niggas that ain't got no fucking balls? Like, why would I do that? So anyway.
Alan Roger Curry should be on there.
I would agree, but if you notice, there's something odd about the list anyway, man. And I'm really disappointed that heterosexual men are not being properly represented in the
who the fuck? See, there's that shit again, right there. Heterosexual men are not being properly managed. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Manosphere at this time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like it's like I said, man. It's like I just got through saying, it's with Sub-Zero, all this gay bullshit. Everything got to be gay, bro. And it's like when people used to come to my Facebook group with that shit, you know what I used to say? I said, nigga, you fishing for a fucking boyfriend. That's what you're doing. Ain't nobody over here gay except your father behind your mother's back.
Hey, the women got on the list before the men did. That's what I was tripping out on there too. Like 3 women on there that I don't want. 2 of them I know. The other one I didn't know who she was. But it's just, I don't know. This is crazy,
Look, you have to understand how to bring. A lot of people don't understand. You got to learn how to properly bring gas lighting fluid to a barbecue. Okay, so understand something, dude. There are no men. There's no heterosexual men being represented at this time in the manosphere. And I think we should all go our own ways.
Fuck you. Okay, Azrael, first of his name. You say where's the lie? What lie are you talking about? What's going on? What's the deal? Explain, sir. All right, continue.
I mean, there's a lot of people on that list we can question. I mean, they have a track record we recognize.
Mhm.
And those other people who are not willing to speak up on that list about the
Oh, okay.
the disparities in this list.
All right, Azrael, I see you down there.
They'll eventually find out the truth and they'll just walk away on their own. So it is what it is, man.
Okay,
But I think that
a little history
DJs
lesson
and
on
everybody's behind.
Lowcast. Let me give you a little history lesson on Lowcast. Long time ago, we got into it with a YouTuber that the habitual line steppers. We got into it with a YouTuber that does appear on this panel. Now, you'll probably know who he is by the way I talk about him when he finally comes up. Lowcast did a show wanting to talk to what's his name about what happened with us and all the controversy and shit, and tried to make it like we were trying to sabotage black men. And that wasn't the case at all. What was the case is that this content creator acted like a whole ass nigga behind the scenes. And we kind of like just gave him the deuces. So I'll get to it. I'll get to it.
And the list, I'm sure of it. I'm sure that they too had, because it seemed like all the people most of the people on the list is related to them that always frequent their channel.
I don't see Obsidian on there, and that's what I'm really pissed off. I don't
call Obsidian's on there.
Obsidian's name is on the list.
This fucker didn't even read the goddamn list.
Oh, well, then, I'm fine with the list then, man. There ain't nothing wrong with that list.
Come on.
Yeah, I really don't want to be on that list now, dog. Nope. No, man. No, but in all seriousness, I respect it. If my name is not on the list, I deserve not to be there for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
But
I wasn't going to be on that list.
I mean, not that I wanted to do a gatekeeping move or any of us wanted to do a gatekeeping move. It's just that we went with the names we thought that encompassed this space. And no, ain't none of them gay. We ain't no gay men over here. That again, that's fishing for a boyfriend. I mean, and I can't please you, bro. But I mean, seeing your mother, your auntie, or your cousin or something, oh, wait a minute, I'm married. Let me stop. See?
Jump. It's just I got too much beef with them, so that wasn't gonna happen.
And at the same time, a lot of them dudes, they kind of got their own relationships with each other, and that's cool.
Hey, y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want to about these guys up here. You know why? I say you can say whatever the fuck you want to about these guys, because every one of these these hater spear, anti-black manosphere goofs, they will sit up there and shit on us forever.
And at the same time, maybe you need a short list so that you can put things in, maybe put things in the right direction. But I was surprised to see
DJB side 1965. Maybe fruitiness on their side.
Unless they trying to move over to what Sarnetta doing, maybe Sarnetta can help this move forward, Black Manosphere to move forward. I don't know. I mean,
yeah, and then eventually Tariq might join in. Yeah, that'll definitely improve.
They say Tariq, yeah,
definitely improve.
Shut your ass up.
And then I realized how much I'm missing out on stuff. But nah, man. The list is what it is for the most part. And
yes, it is what it is.
Who frequently watch them. And a lot of the content, the direction in which they want to take things, the things that they want to speak about, and how they want to advocate for men. Some of us we kind of questioned it, and so therefore I think us not being on that list that's perfectly fine as far as I'm concerned. Because some of them do, they gonna say something.
The answer is no to that super chat he just put up there.
When it comes down,
no, it's not an Aaron Found list, you dumbass.
Perspective about women. I personally believe that in spite of how our women act, I do personally believe that we still should be able to defend our women. But I do believe.
Did the motherfuckers say defend our women?
Man, that's a female.
Like, they're not our women, man. When are y'all gonna get that through y'all thick ass skulls?
But I do believe that nobody, just because we're upset with them, I don't believe that somebody of who's outside of our culture should be allowed to put their hands on our women. I believe that sometimes we have to sometimes see both sides of
what black man let any other culture put their hands on our women.
You never know what they're gonna do to you next.
Like shit. I mean, the only way that fucking happens is that they
may not see it that way.
run to the trouble.
I'm fine with that.
I would say
I see it that way.
I'm seeing the comments. Minister, okay, thinking man Templar, Minister Jack, David Carroll. So that's why I know this is a real biased list.
Yeah, this is a
And then
biased
he just
list.
ran off a whole bunch of people right
Sure
here,
is.
root him.
But you know what? But you know what you do?
Hardcore Tito, SKC. Oh, okay, no, go ahead.
Okay, notice the names he's mentioning now. Notice the name he mentioned now. He said Hardcore Tito. Hardcore Tito is General Tito. Now, what did Reg the Bad Guy say about General Tito a couple weeks ago? Man, a pedo. And I mean, like, this was 4 years ago, but that shit happened to General Tito a while back. So, well, why? So why the hypocrisy now? Okay, not hardcore. AK General Tito is not okay anymore. But why is he on the list? So, this is like I said, man. When next time, like, listen to this broadcast, and then if you want to hear the rest of it, I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm just gonna react to the first two. React to the first 2 hours if I can get through it. But I mean, those of you who stay the course with me, hey, thank you. But if you got to fall asleep, you got to go to sleep, get tired, just, cut it off and then just come back tomorrow morning and, be part of the replay game. So, hey.
Yeah.
Now, honestly, the way I really look at that list, that looks like an M-more list. That looks like just people who are associated with the M-more.
Oh, God.
Perspective of things.
Everybody doesn't have to be an M-more.
Of course, you may see some other people that might be in your best interest to include in your list.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It said, okay, how is the breakdown on the list, but the Black Brain Trust or Mr. Fantastic not? Okay.
How is the breakdown list, but the breakdown on the list, but the Black Brain Trust.
He said, now they're saying that this is from the Roger report.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know who the.
But if BGS put it up on his
team. Yeah, he was
it appears that he agrees.
Y'all know who the Roger report is now.
It says the official, what's the title again? Let me look it up again one more time. It says the officially recognized channels of the Black Manosphere. So therefore he's probably, it seems like that all these people agree that they are all associated with the Black Manosphere. And like he said, these are the recognized channels. I mean, in other words, that each one of these guys will definitely be the ones that will be shouting and mentioning each other's names in their social circle. They're not going to mention any names outside of it. That's really what they're saying. And Soul Provider made it on there? Oh, now I'm angry. Provider made it on there?
Soul Provider made it on there.
Okay.
And
we're going to have to talk.
And what you call it made it on there too. Cut to the Chase made it on there too. So meal. I think this is they're trying to recruit, man. This is a recruitment list. Shit.
We ain't trying to recruit shit, bruh. Like, god damn. Like I said, these some know-it-all ass niggas, man. They think they got everything figured out. And then when you're a person that knows the truth about how this happened, you just sit back and laugh. I'm like, these niggas so fucking stupid.
It could be, but some of these people you already know they cool with. The majority of them
they're all cool with them. Information man,
Okay, Coffee, what's going on? Narratives and Dialogues is in the building. This is, I'm reacting to a Reg the Bad Guy live stream from 4 years ago. This is the time that the first list dropped. This is around the time that this is the first list, and this is how everybody was reacting to it. And here's what happened. Roger and I put the list together, and we asked BGS to post it. BGS didn't have to say yes. We weren't entitled to that. It ain't like we were so super cool with BGS, or we consider BGS like the father we never had, because me and Roger both had fathers. And I know how they like these little slick old tender dick niggas like to talk, but BGS has been very courteous to us. And this is one of the examples of being courteous to us. He obviously, lives rent free in a lot of people's brains. Like, and I mean, like I said, if that was 4 years ago and they were reacting to him like that, just kind of look at things now. So, all right.
Wait, Information Man is on the list?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, Information Man is on the list. Shout out Information Man.
This is not an M1 list.
Bernard Riley.
I am cool with it, man.
Bernard Riley.
You know what everybody has in common on this list? Black.
Game Changer.
Okay, Game Changer, I can say his content is. I mean, why did they put? I'm upset they put Jessica X on this since we're going that far.
Yeah,
Jessica X.
You know how many complaints we received about putting Jessica X on that list? Then we okay, see, niggas ain't never satisfied. Oh, well, yeah, why Jessica X ain't on the list? And then like when we put Jessica X on the list, it was all this bitching.
They got the black woman, perspective, and they got.
They got the black woman sphere on there too. Oh, okay.
No. The black woman.
No black woman sphere, you dumbass.
I see the black woman sphere on here as well. On mine, I don't know about your copy. My copy say black woman sphere. Right now.
Black woman sphere. I don't see it here, but
I see it on my list, dog. I see it on my list.
It's a woman perspective. That's Sister George, and then you got Man of Tomorrow, Edward Anderson, and LAR. You always be cool with LAR.
Is Super Sly on that list?
No. The Super Sly Prophet of Thought series. Charles Parker Jr., but Cerulean is not on there. Cerulean, he fell out with him, so Cerulean ain't on there.
Hey, man, you know what?
Grinch is on there. Grinch is on the list.
I'm sorry, dude. This list looks smaller than the names that I see on the list. I'm sorry.
And Mr. Research name is down here. He changed the name of his channel. This is Leader Aros.
It is what it is, man. I'm not even tripping about it. I've never heard of the Black Dimension. I've never heard of that one.
No, you haven't heard the Black Dimension.
So many things I never heard.
That's our entertainment channel. We haven't done content on in a while. So
I'm surprised that I didn't know.
I'm trying to get back to it, man. It's just that I'm in a state of trying to build something.
That's probably because he's mad at me. So he made videos about me anyway. So
who did?
BGS.
Oh yeah,
BGS made a video about low
I wasn't surprised that whole.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
The whole not Soul Provider. Yes, what's his name? Soul Shader. Drew that doggone thing. Drew the blue suede shoe stuff because of me. And that was a reference to that video I made. That was a video about me disagreeing about about my perspective about us. It was some history that happened with the women in that
the women.
Some beauty shop.
It is.
The guy was beating on the women, like slapping them around, and they were making videos. Well, that's fine. This here, the silly videos that some brothers make, instead of just sometimes just being quiet about things.
Why the fuck should we be quiet about it? Okay. See, that black lady in Tulsa got jumped at the Asian shop. Black men went to protest. They didn't tear it up like it was a riot or anything like that. We only tear up our own shit. But like when black men went to protest, grown fucking black men went to protest that beauty supplier or whatever, there was a line around the corner with black women. And then the black women started to yell at the black men for fucking protesting. I mean, he didn't want to mention that with it.
We're making videos about it, and I was like, look, man, it's not a good look for us to
keep it techie. I guess I can put my own list as well. I can put out my own list as well. Yes, you can. You can put out a list if you want to. Nobody's stopping anybody from doing a list.
Anybody else put their hands on your women other than you.
That's true.
In spite of it, no matter how crazy they acting, you're not protecting them. You protecting your own brand, your own group of people by doing so. But unfortunately, it's one of those touchy lines for some brothers. Some people got upset about that. Then I gave my opinion about the gynocracy. I got a lot of pushback about that. It came to the point anytime I even made a sound on the video, there was a problem. So it is.
Low cast sound like one of the
niggas. So Grandmaster Troll, we in the same boat. I think. Neither one of us two on there at all.
We should, we should call ourselves the unofficial group of the Manosphere. We'll see what can become official in the future.
Toya the tutor. The answer is,
but yeah,
fuck
it is
no.
what it is on that list. And it's probably just it has its thing to it, but I'm cool with it.
This man said you're cool with it about 20 times.
Put O'Shea and Obsidian on there, so.
Oh, Obsidian was at the top. Okay.
And Kevin Samuels.
Okay, if anybody looks at the list that I just that I just read, y'all, some of these names aren't on the list anymore. Some by request. O'Shea Duke Jackson wasn't particularly. He was okay with being on the list at first, but then when that thing went down with Father's Time and that crew over there with the Crimson Cure and Sheep Stay Sleep, when they did that Black Manosphere magazine and they put the list in the magazine, O'Shea said I want nothing to do with it. Then O'Shea made a couple videos talking about I'm leaving the Black Manosphere, so O'Shea's name is no longer on there. Then we put Solo TV 84 on there because O'Shea Duke Jackson endorsed Solo TV 84 as a pillar of the Black Manosphere, so we put him on there. And then when Shay Sade posted the list, it was like the list last year. Shay Sade posted it. Solo TV 84's fat ass gonna show up to my community tab talking about, well, take me off the list.
And you know what was funny in that video? Remember that video that Sinetta did? They didn't even mention Angry Man as being the person that coined the term Black Manosphere.
I know.
They didn't
And
mention
I don't
Angry
think
Man.
that was an accident.
We mentioned it plenty of times.
I don't think that was an accident at all.
Well, so then in the video said, what, O'Shea.
Yeah, but when it came down to, in other words, they only acknowledged O'Shea, Kevin Samuels, and Obsidian. And then when it came down to who coined the name of the Manosphere, listen carefully, they don't know who did it.
I mean, like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? The masculine secretary, Boss Talk Radio.
This is a goddamn troll.
By Angry Man.
Get him out of here.
Who?
He's talking shit.
Oh look, look. They see what they did. Yeah, just hear that. They block anybody. They don't.
And when it comes
agree
down to me participating on panels, I'm
with.
gonna be real with some of y'all dudes. Some of the conversations that a lot of guys have on some of those panels, the details that they want to go into, I don't even care for them. You know, knowing if women are hypergamy and going into the details of it, they don't interest me. So
okay, let me ask y'all a question in the chat. Why can't black men talk about relationships and dating? Why can't black men do that? What is it that make these dudes pussy so hurt that every time they hear something about a woman, they got to say some bullshit?
Man, that's a female.
I'll say that, yeah, when it comes down to some aspects of going on some of the other panels like BGS panel, even though I'm welcome there, the conversations are not the conversations that I'm interested in having. And personally, I like the space because I'm with black content creators, but you know, that's what I like about the space. That's what I like about it.
What do you say?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh.
I don't know. So for some reason, the links is kind of messed up right now.
Which link?
The links I'm sending out, it's like they
and interestingly, right now only 18. Let me refresh this.
Oh God, these guys trying to put their heads together, talk about the list on the live stream. Says black being black a few months, maybe even a few years.
I'm trying to get somebody. I'm trying to get.
Hey, I would like to consider these guys outliers.
I don't know what's going on with this email. Okay, Kevin. Okay, I think what you call it here. Solely. Okay.
I said I was only in the Coliseum for 30 seconds. I've been on there a few times, but like I said, some of the.
Okay, before Soul Provider starts talking, let me just say this. I have no problems with Soul Provider at all, not in the least. But I might disagree with a couple things that he's about to say.
Conversations, like I said, the guys have, they're not my choice of conversations. It's not that I'm saying I'm better than them, unless I don't want no one coming to those conclusions. It's just conversations that just I'm not interested in having.
I'm not
hey man, what's up,
interested in
Rick?
having each
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Lowcast? What's up?
I don't talk to people from the Manosphere who are not associated with me. I don't speak to them. So
Yeah, right.
so they would have spoke to you and told you were part of the Manosphere.
Well, okay, so here's my thoughts on this list, right? I think Roger. Okay, so this is Roger Report, right?
Apparently, saying the list was created by Roger Report.
Okay, so that just looks like the people that he subscribed to. That's what it looks like.
Okay, that's fine.
So
No.
Reg's list could be different. I know my list will be hella different. I didn't see Be More Tales on there. I definitely have him on there. Be More Tales. No Fantastic. No Jessica X. Who else?
I dropped the ball on Mr. Fantastic. I did. I didn't add him to the list, and it wasn't on purpose. It was by accident. But at the time, let me see. It was just that, like I said, I didn't know everyone. Like I explained to AM1 and Thai City, and in one of the dumbest fucking panels that I ever been a part of. I tried to explain to him I didn't know everybody. It was a thing where people were supposed to be added periodically because we didn't know everybody. Now, if dumbass motherfuckers would have just asked, then we wouldn't have had to go through 4 years of listening to them sock chew and clean out every box of Kleenex at the fucking drugstore.
Okay, they got Nameless on there. Oh no, Sigma Jones. I don't see Sigma Jones on there at all.
What's the other guy name? King Sigma. Is his name on that list?
Oh yeah, he's not on there.
No, he's not on. There's a lot of people not on this.
So it's just like who's he subscribed to. That's
King Sigma, who was subsequently added to the list. But when AM1 did his list, he better thank God he took that shit down. And I dare him to put it back up because I'm going to react to that shit. But, I mean, damn, King Richards was subsequently added. And then guess what? They complained about that shit too.
that's how I see it. You know,
Oh,
But
you know
BGS
what?
put it up. But we said that BGS put it up so he condoned this list.
You
So
know what? I
Because
do
we
apologize.
asked
I just
BGS
happened to
and
notice
he
the hyphen.
yes.
Oh my gosh. I just noticed the hyphen. Yeah. My apologies, guys. Yeah. I'm thinking BGS came up with this.
The only part of the only
and you know, everyone's
involvement of
subscribed to different
BGS
people, so
posting the list.
that's how I see it.
All right. Okay. So it wasn't BGS who did this. All right. Just scratch that. Scratch it.
so why we put it on the site then?
Oh, he probably put it up there to be probably. It's always a chance with BGS. There's no telling. You can put it up there for everybody to see and for people to have their own voice on it. He kind of does the same thing I do. We'll just like put it out there in front of you and let you scrutinize without our opinion. You see what I'm saying?
And think about it this way. I mean, if you were going to write a list of everyone in the, let's say, the gaming community, right? I mean, everyone would have a different list. You know, everyone's subscribed to different people. So, I mean, that's how I see it. Now, like you said, it is kind of odd that he would put it on his channel, but maybe there's a motive to that. I don't know what it is, but every decision.
There's a motherfucking motive. You ought to be tired of every feminist telling you what you are. All these simps telling you what you are. You ought to be tired of that shit. But no, I guess y'all ain't tired of being abused.
Has a motive behind it, so he did this for a reason. I don't know what it is, but
well, you know, you know what? Well, the cool thing about BGS, you can always ask BGS directly if you're just not being rude about it. If you can be polite about it, they'll answer your question. That's what I like about them.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
like Reg was on
Hey,
O'Shea's
BGS,
list, right? So O'Shea's list was
likes
different,
you.
right?
so you talking about the list for being a nominee?
Yeah, his list was like all this weird. So I'm sure Angry Man will have a list and they'll be weird too. So you know,
I've definitely got on that list.
I'm
Reg
really
on
not
that
surprised.
list. It'll be like 3 people on that whole list. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Oh, okay.
Another thing is I don't know who everyone is, so I'm not sure who watches me or not. So
okay, I would tell you this. Are you familiar with LAR movement?
Yeah.
All right, you keep in contact with them? Keep some type of
I don't have his email.
No.
What they're trying to do is get to the bottom of why sole provider is on the list. They're trying to get to the bottom of why sole provider is on the list and they aren't. Like, these niggas gonna cap a lot. Oh, I don't care. Oh, I don't care. Like, yes, you do, motherfucker.
I mean, like, just talk to him on his, like, support him on his channel and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Comment. Yeah, that's what I mean. I should have said it that way. You know, if you show up support, man, he'll definitely back you up. BGS is another one. That's like a lot of them I said, but a lot of these people I really don't know. The ones who I really do know, of course, is Mr. Research. I'm familiar with him, Edward Anderson, Black Ram, Solo TV, LAR, Man of Tomorrow, TSN. I watch some of his. Sometimes I watch him. Cut to the Chase. Just met him. I'm familiar with Kendra D. I'm not familiar with Zero. I'm familiar with Grinch. I'm familiar with New Style.
You're not familiar with Zero?
Trust AM1? No, I'm not familiar with him.
Oh, okay.
Charles Faulkner. Nothing personal. If I met him, that's great.
Yeah.
Sub-Zero, heard of him. I've never heard of Soul Provider. Let me see. I know who Super Frizz is. That's pretty much it. Underrated Darkness. I know who Nicole Ali. I'm familiar with them. But I definitely, when I thought about it, I was like, you know, there's other names who I know BGS would have included on this list. When I think about it, what he would have wrote, they're not on that list.
And keep this in mind. It's not like everyone's using Black Manosphere tags in their videos either. I mean,
that's a good question.
Or their description. So I don't know. Like I said, this is going off based on who you subscribe to, I think.
No, but I'm saying that's a good question. Do you think that's an idea?
No.
Pitch around using tags like in social media?
I mean, that's what you should be doing already. I mean,
yeah, I would think so, but I don't. But I mean, like, you know, officially people practicing using tags. I'm pretty sure if I went, I don't think I'm gonna see a Black Manosphere tag on Instagram, so to speak. It may be one, and it may only been used maybe a few hundred times, but not millions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Not a lot. Maybe a few times. Yeah, that's true.
See.
You know,
that's how I see it.
It is what it is, though, Reg. I guess we get industry now.
No. I want to get somebody else on here.
Guys, if I hurt anybody's feelings in the beginning, I was just playing. Y'all know I got to switch to humor.
Hey,
y'all know that.
Some people don't have the potency to hurt anybody's feelings. Like if like this kind of guy is like the guy that would try to hurt your feelings, and you just kind of look at him and inhale your blunt and just like, okay, who the fuck is this and why does he exist? Like, it's kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro, you good.
You got a problem getting in.
Oh,
you got to email me for some reason.
I said if they get in contact with me, would I join them in what? Like a panel or something?
For me?
No, he had a question.
Provider has been on a couple panels over here, by the way.
If they got in contact with me, would
been
I
over
join
here like
them
one time and
on a
couldn't get his
panel?
fucking sound right.
Maybe that's what you meant. It depends on the topic. I mean, I don't be on a lot of panels like that. So
Oh, okay. Me neither. I don't. I like to find a couple of places and just be comfortable in those same spots. Get familiar with those same spots. Like you being on Red's panel, I'm familiar with it. Me being on BGS panel.
I know they looking at my avatar.
Oh, the old nigga.
Manosphere. Appreciate that. LAR the same way, but I just use those channels in a respective manner. Not a place where I would just sit down and have a casual conversation. You know what I mean?
yeah. So like obviously, right? Zero's on there, so it just means that Roger Report is subscribed to Zero.
Pretty much.
No.
Pretty much. Hey, Kev, what's going on, Mr. Kelly?
Yo,
How you doing, bro?
I'm cool.
All right.
Yo, I don't understand, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys concerned really about who's on that list?
No.
They are.
No.
Yes, the fuck they are. That's cat.
Okay, all right, cool. I just wanna be sure.
No, I'm just throwing jokes around at this thing.
Okay, all right.
Wait, hold on. Brian, you're gonna have to y'all gonna have to email me. Email me, and then I send you the link. For some reason, when I send it's not going through.
I'm not
For some reason, I don't know what's going on, but you gotta email me.
Yeah,
Brian and AJ.
It should
fast forward this a little bit.
The music, guys.
Oh, that's cut to the chase. Cut to the chase.
Videos, Phil Levice, the same thing. Because I saw these videos.
Yeah,
like,
I remember Phil when he first got on, when he had very low subscriber count.
like for instance, SKC isn't there, and that's weird to me. I mean, he should be there.
There's a lot of people that's not on that list.
So
Yes,
who
because
else
we
do you think should be
add
on that
people
list?
periodically.
Be More Tales.
Okay.
Fantastic. Jessica X. SKC.
There it is again.
Oh, Aegon's not on there.
Jessica
Suge's
X.
not on there. Marco should be on there.
It amazes me
I mean,
that
who
you
else?
had two guys mention Jessica X not being on the list, and as much
have to look
when
at
she
it on
did
Saturday.
finally get
I see it this way,
Reggie
and I'm not
BMT
trying to
make the
be
list.
too,
No, the fuck he
too
didn't.
touchy with this. Some people should be grandfathered in. You know what I mean?
Oh, Kid Organic's not on there either.
But then there's some people who, in my opinion, who really at this point need to earn the right to be on there, and that has to include me too. I will say that. So, I'm not tripping about this.
Well, he
list,
somewhat
but
gets the
if there was an
concept.
official list that people could recognize, that that everyone recognize. That would be cool.
Oh,
Everybody
shit.
can agree. Everyone people can agree upon.
Falcon Black is not on there either. Falcon Black.
Who is Falcon Black?
So shit ton of people not on there.
I think I seen him in the chat in the break.
There's a lot of people that's just part of the Manosphere, part of the general world. They're not on there.
Did you
Well,
say
the
part
question
of the
is how does
general
Sarnetta get on there? What is this about?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that one out. I mean, that hadn't been a typo.
I guess they're serious. They're serious about it. I guess. Well, we just saw it. He put it up here, so it can't be a typo.
Well, we just asked BGS. That's a big deal. You can ask him.
Oh, I think he wanted to see what people would say. So
Probably
Yeah.
so.
That's what I think it is. Like I said, he doesn't. It's not his opinion. It's just him posting it and seeing your opinion.
yeah, but based on the comments, I think people don't like it. I saw some people say like, Titan, the list is basically the list that Roger Report made, just saying who he subscribed to.
Hold on, let me
basically.
look at this chat. Let me see what they got to say in this
Cut
chat.
to the chase. What's up?
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How you
Yeah.
doing, bro?
What's up,
Doing
Jason?
all right. What's good, y'all?
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, I agree with any list you make is gonna be biased. You should never take no list serious. If it's not an official Black Manosphere stamp, like organization that owns something that you can stamp you and promote you, being on this list absolutely means nothing. Because you ask somebody else, the list change. It's not even an endorsement really. So it's not.
Okay, cut to the chase TV. That's somebody else I really don't have a problem with. He has since then transitioned to hip hop news. He has a nice size YouTube channel, so the brother's doing his thing. But they keep they're gonna say several times that this list doesn't mean anything. This list is irrelevant. But yet, every time we drop the list, it was wham throughout the years. Like what niggas?
Not like people gonna look at this list and say, all right, I see Cut to the Chase TV on here. He's part of the Black Manosphere. Let me subscribe to him. This is how these lists work. If somebody conducting the list and they have bad feelings towards you, like if you cuss them out once upon a time, you won't make the list, even though you're Black Manosphere. They still say they won't put you on that list. So it's not even, these lists really don't matter.
If they curse you out.
So just do your content and let the audience find you.
That's pretty much it.
But you know what? I would like to see us have the music, guys. Thank you. what I would like to see more happen, especially on Reg's channel. I think Reg's channel definitely needs a Manosphere boost. I think more people should come on his channel just so they can be seen. You know what I mean? But I know some brothers will look at it as being like, I know some people look at what he doing it for views. No, look at it as from the aspect of that. This is what he does. He does it all the time religiously. You know, just come on the panel, like do a one-on-one with him, just so you can be recognized in the space. That's how I would like to see it. You know, that type of order and structure.
Did he just say that people should interview with Reg the bad guy to be a part of this space?
Be applied to the Manosphere, you know.
Well,
I don't give a damn about y'all feelings.
I don't know. That's kind of too high expectations. I just focus on the content. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't worry about all that because, just
because that's what was in the Coliseum. You know, if you were a content creator, man, you come up here and you show yourself. You know?
I say this, man. If you make good content and you just be on your grind, the Manosphere will find you. They will put you on their list. You know, I wouldn't really say you got a panel hop, but just do your content. You shouldn't worry about it. It'll all work out.
I would say that when I was under 1,000 subs, BGS Itmore found his way to our channels. He went to talk to the Roger Report first. He started showing up around the Roger Report, and then he started showing up to my channel. And you know, he did a lot to support us and to help us grow. Shared our community, you know, in the community tab, and you know. Like I said, you can't be gracious to anybody but that, you know, unless, you know, for some chance he pisses me off, which he hasn't managed to do. I was a little disagreeable with him a few months ago, but it wasn't no real argument or fucking beef or anything like that. But, you know, just saying, you know, and this is not some attempt to kiss his ass now. If and I see you down there, Gabe, if you like, it, say for instance, not saying this is possible, but if you helped me out in any way, I would be gracious toward it. Like seriously, like damn, it ain't no YouTube daddy thing. I would say.
No, I think that's an easy cop out way of doing it. But these are older men, and like I said, at the same time, when you see the business aspect,
these are older men,
and where it can go, I think it's a good idea.
Well, ain't that what O'Shea had at one point in time when he was bringing new people in through his interview platform? He'd have a one-on-one with them and introduce them to his audience. And then next thing you know, you'll see that.
Hey, that worked for some people, but it didn't work.
I'm trying to figure out who would do that, who's in the position to do it.
Bernard Riley's doing a good one, but you guys got listen.
Speaking of goddamn devil, look who just showed up.
I think Reg is a good spot for him to do it.
Yeah, but the problem with that.
You already know BMT don't give a fuck. I've been That's the best news y'all gave me. The other niggas on that list. Shit, that was the best. Thank you, Jesus. I'm out.
It's about to get dumber, people.
What's up?
I've been bought me goddamn 2 packs of Corona, but I'm about to celebrate. Thank you, God. The great separation that's happened. We in the integration. Segregated us out, Reg. We out.
I know that's what it is. What he's doing. It's a separation. It's segregation.
Separation is happening. I'm happy for those. Y'all gonna get tired of being used by the goddamn Bushy Spear. Y'all gonna get tired of being used by them.
Oh God.
There it is again. Oh, the Bushy Spear. Oh, they're gay. Like I said, female-like tactics.
That's not the Bushy Spear. All that damn.
Oh, okay, but you got roasted a while back because you said a transformer looked good. They flame your ass the fuck up.
Suspect shit that they've been saying and doing and shit. Ain't nobody
Hey, come on, man.
Yeah, this kind of guy, like, okay, like, you listen to his content, you're kind of like, fuck this bullshit. But if you need a damn build, that's your guy.
I remember when we first started, back then, I came around this space in 2008. And I was like, it was very unfiltered. It was like dinosaurs and shit. You said some stuff, you had to live by that truth and say it and mean it and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about all kinds of shit, politics. We were talking about damn business, all that shit. Next thing you know,
conversations that are still being had to this day. But you know what's wrong with black people? You can hear 99 good things. You hear that one bad thing out of 100 good things, and the other 99 are good. You will focus on that one bad thing.
Goddamn tampons and all kind of bitch shit started coming through. Then after I said, well, Fuck it. It was good while it happened. Now, you know what I'm saying? I just crack open the beer and fuck it. Goddamn conspiracy gates start happening and fucking goddamn, you got to wear a suit to be a man and all that shit. I said, damn.
Oh, here we go.
Get on and be in a goddamn t-shirt and sit on the toilet and talk shit. Nowadays, you got motherfuckers damn, they damn suspect as fuck and they damn look like Prince and they telling y'all how to be men. And I'm like, well.
Hey, who the fuck are these guys, BMT? I would sure like to know.
I ran. Goddamn it, we done been. Just throw away the whole goddamn spot, man. We in the whole goddamn RuPaul's drag show and shit. So, you know, I get it, man. I get
all
it,
stuff
you know.
he frequents.
Y'all gonna get tired of being
RuPaul's drag show.
Say something against y'all masters. They're gonna click. They're gonna click.
Come on, dude. I'll be a lot of folk out here got something in social media.
No, well, okay.
You know,
say something against your
masters.
Say something against your masters. They're gonna clip at. They're gonna clip at you. So long as
I can believe that. I can believe that's possible. But you know, if you're free and you know how to be free, you'll be okay. You know, remember this is the Matrix.
Nah, ain't no such thing as being free. See, you're free as long as you don't say nothing against the grain. You're free so long as you don't say nothing against the grain.
Okay.
That's the rules. That's the rules to this space. Back then, a man could talk his shit against another man, and it was what it was, and that we moved the fuck on. Nowadays, you got all kinds of damn back.
You can disagree with another person that all motherfucking day. You can also agree to disagree. But what he's trying to do is frame it like if he just disagrees, then, you know, he's not cool anymore. No, guy, you're off-putting when you act like a bitch and you're a grown man. That's what it is.
Chat, slurp chat, fuck chat, goddamn PP gate, whatever kind of dumb eggplant. Well, I don't know all these damn gates and shit. I said, goddamn. Y'all got more conspiracy theories than this motherfucker than goddamn the white man do. Shit.
That motherfucker.
You think Trump might be in this motherfucker by now? I thought we were watching the goddamn debate or the Negro debates with Trump and Biden and shit. I said, damn, they watch Manosphere too? I said, they act just like us now. It is what it is. Reg, I knew your black ass was gonna get it. I knew damn sure I would have gonna get it. Lowcast, you made too many enemies, bro. So.
But how long? Wait. But how did I make the enemies though? I still don't understand.
You talk too damn much.
A difference of opinion.
How? Who's beefing with Lowcast? Like, please let me know. Please let me know if someone cared enough.
AJ be stepping on toes, man. AJ be cursing old niggas out too fast, bro. So he be cursing you out. Cut. Don't let them use you, bro.
The same motherfucker that claimed he was 15 in 1992. No lie.
That's why I fuck with you, because you don't care to rock with them and shit. Don't let them use you for your views, man. They only like it because you get numbers.
Mm-hmm.
They only like it because you get numbers, man. Those dudes weren't even fucking with Cut. I was watching Cut before he even got over 1,000. So all of a sudden, niggas started seeing, oh man. I remember Gab was shouting him out.
Oh, did he say don't let them use you for your views? Huh? What kind of shit is that? Who's using BMT for his views? Like, seriously, you ever been over to BMT's channel? I don't understand if you didn't, but I mean, shit, if I had a 5-figure sub count, I mean, if I had 10,000, like, there is no fucking way that I should be putting out any content that has a double-digit view count. Never.
Go
to BMT Business Minded Talk. Look at his views, and I don't like to cap on people's views. Hey, mine should be a little bit more. I should have more views. There are guys that like have 2,000 subs that can get 500 people watching their lives. Hey, I call that talent. Shit, but this guy right here, imagine having 23K subs and nobody fucking watches you. Oh, of course, except the Manosphere haters.
On Gab, I remember other people who were shouting them out, and they jumped on them. They only fuck with you if they can use you.
Well, here's my thing. When I
only fuck with you, you can use.
I didn't understand how to do this content creation thing. I had to learn it. But when I would ask questions, I couldn't get no answers. You get what I'm saying? And after a while, you just like, all right, well, do your own thing. I just started doing my own thing, and I just realized more and more you find yourself in a difference of opinion. I wasn't gonna adjust my opinion for nobody. You know, that's who I am.
All right.
I don't trip about it. Hey,
nobody was asking for that.
Hey, wait a minute, man. What John just said in that chat, that was funny as hell. He said, you sound like you be in a staff meeting, Loki.
Is that y'all analyst?
Soul Watcher of the Multiverse. What's good? That's your name now. I tried to tag you to this. No, this Reaction Wednesday right here ain't no statute of limitations, bro. It ain't no statute of limitations. But see, here's the thing. If this were a one-time occurrence instead of over 4 fucking years, shit, I probably wouldn't even cared about this. But this right here, this little shit right here explains a lot. It really does.
Is that John the Adderley?
You have this calm demeanor, man. Like somebody could disrespect you, Locaz, and it's like your demeanor is just kind of like, okay, well, like you want to analyze it. Like
well, it's not,
you don't see.
I feel you. But the thing is that I'm a calm person, but I'm just like you, dog. You know what I'm saying? The only difference is I'm gonna let you get.
Yeah, Ray Hummer, that was BMT. Like I said, if I need a fucking dam built by a river, I'll go get that motherfucker.
I'm gonna let you give me a reason to do it. You feel me?
Hey, hold on. Let me address BMT, man. Listen, I don't cuss out old niggas. I'm old too, man. I cuss out young niggas too, man. Get it right. Get it right, BMT.
The line, nigga. You done cuss my ass out so many times, bro. Fuck out of here, nigga. We might as well start the Manosphere, bro. To stay our ass.
Super nifty Susie, great panel. No, this is from 4 years ago. If that's your opinion, hey, if you think these guys are great, I probably would have a difference of opinion. I mean, with the exception of Soul Provider. AJ Seeing Red, he came over here recently and he told me that he always watches in the clouds. So, I mean, but the rest of these fuckers.
Hey, man, I came at BMT so many times. Hey,
shit, boy. That nigga was speaking and tongue cussing me out. I was like, wow. I didn't let me fit. I know you cursed me out.
Oh shit!
The fuck? I done been cursed out. Had all kinds of conspiracies and shit.
Hey, BMT, cause BMT like, man, what the fuck? I say, hey, man, look, man. We at the end of the day, man. That's what it's about, man.
Notice the gratuitous self-importance out of some of these guys.
We still have our conversations, man. I mean, we have like agreements, man, but I mean, that's what men should do, man. That's what's missing, man. So I agree with you. Fuck that goddamn list, man. BJS, I'm coming for your ass. Fuck that. Fuck around with you.
Oh, you heard that, BGS? I mean, it was 4 years ago, but he still might have this planned.
AJ on that list? No.
See,
wait, AJ name was on the list too, now.
Nah, I wasn't on that list.
See, I'm in the gaming world. See, I know niggas can't go to the gaming world, so y'all stay y'all ass on YouTube. I'm in the gaming world, so y'all stay out of that space. Y'all can't fuck that up. I'll stay in the gaming world. Y'all stay over here.
I got you. I'm gonna stay
you
here.
ain't
I'm
doing
in the tech
shit.
world. I switch it up, man. When I talk tech, I don't talk none of this shit, man. I'm a whole different person.
Right. See, we all have our other side hustle. Like I do guns, and I do gaming, and I do Manosphere. But back then, we used to always be inclusive.
You don't do Manosphere now,
we
dude.
had our side shit. You know what I'm saying? But when you know what I'm saying, actually, to be honest, Cut was actually the first one doing the celebrity shit on the real.
Who was now?
Cut was doing that.
Oh yeah.
Cut was actually, I gotta give him rep for that. He was doing that, and niggas weren't watching this shit.
No. When was he doing it?
Cut, how long ago was you doing that shit? The celebrity shit.
He's been doing it.
Yeah, you was on Worldstar and shit like that.
Yeah, I've made Worldstar 3 times, and I've only been doing content like for a year though. So about but in this space, I was the first one to actually do a virtual setup, like present my shit like the news. I was the first one to do that. Now I'm seeing everybody do that.
Oh.
People talk about it in the car, but to actually have a virtual set, have your lower third with the news. I think I was the first one to do that. Now I'm seeing everybody do it.
See, I was doing guns and shit.
Because I was gonna say Jada Black was doing the celebrity.
I was doing guns and shit, and other things. And people were calling, "Oh, that's white boy shit." I said, "What y'all talking about? This is money, bud. This is big money, y'all. We can get paid." Nah, BMT, I ain't want to do that white boy shit. The white man gonna get us. I'm like, nigga, all the time y'all be hardcore gangsters and claiming Chicago and New York and shit. Nigga, you might want to get on this monkey train and sell this motherfucking money, dog. I said, man, fuck y'all. I'm going to go sell to the white man. Fuck y'all, crazy.
Facts, man.
I'm going to sell that dude. He gonna buy my shit.
That's why I started that moniker, man. That pull up, man. I was like, man, we got to try to have fun with that shit, man. Now I don't endorse, man. You Negroes talking about taking flights and all that goofy shit, man. But I mean, at the end of the day, man, we still should have fun with it, man. That's why I love that shit. Pull up, nickel. In the virtual space, man. Not reality, people. We have enough of that.
It should be fun, not just ranting 24/7.
What I'm doing? Did you know what I'm doing?
I mean, you want her at a seat. You want her at a seat at the table. Is that what it? Now she can come in and say what you want to say. No problem. But you don't want her now.
I would see Reg. I would totally agree with the come in part. I definitely would. She can come in anytime she wants to.
Well, Cass, you're kind of simple. Is that what you're trying to do?
No, I'm not simping. I don't simp.
Okay,
Yo,
think
what's
about
good?
think
Good,
about it,
fellas?
right? Oh, what's up?
What's up, bro?
What's up with y'all? So I just hopped on. I wasn't listening to much of the stream, so I'm pretty sure you guys kind of had your first take reactions over the list.
Mm-hmm.
I actually looked at the list. I'm not too sure what you guys talked about it so far, but my whole little quick opinion about it is that that list is like irrelevant, but in the niche, a lot of people put themselves in a position where they're going to like be subservient to a list like that, and that's because there's too much idolization in such a small niche that happens.
Oh God!
Because there's no other real niches on the internet where a person can make a list of people saying that they're officially a part of the niche, and it would be like taken serious, right? So there's a lot of people I can tell from the comments that actually take it serious. Like they think it's a legitimate like list. They think that that's like something that's just like a legitimate doctrine that's just been made on a YouTube niche that no one can really own or run. And that's just the problem. That just goes more the problem with the community, and what's one of the key issues why it's so hard to grow it is that you have too much of this Nino Brownism in the in the niche. You got a lot of people who are elevated, like what Kevin Kelly says when people call O'Shea, Angry Man, Obsidian Big Three. You got a lot of people.
That shit.
Yeah, yeah, Kevin.
They are the big three, though. I mean, O'Shea's not anymore, but I mean, I guess if there was a big three right now, it would probably be, and this is gonna upset some people when I say this: Angry Man, Obsidian, and BGS.
And 100%. The only reason why I said it, only reason why I would say that on my channel is that's just what people were saying. But I mean, personally, like, if you were to ask me, like, I wouldn't consider anyone big three of anything.
Oh, but I don't idolize those guys, though.
But that just goes to set yourself up when you elevate people on to such a level. You put them above you put them above yourself, you put them above your content, and you put them above the niche that you're watching them in. And that's really, and that's really what's happening right now. In any of us.
Okay, let me read this. For the most part, the older the nigga, the more they fall for it, listen to, and respect a woman's anything. Man. As y'all seeing some real head scratchers right now. I mean, seriously. And I would be the first one to say like something like, most of the boomer generation influenced the Generation X to become a bunch of mommy trained simps and didn't take the bull by the horns and took control of this community. But you can't lay that at everybody's goddamn feet. And shit. Reg got gray in his beard, so I mean, shit, is he like that too? I mean, the old niggas I don't. I get it. The old niggas are the ones y'all don't like.
Sector, any other niche, that would have just got laughed at, and it would have turned into a meme. It would have never been taken serious. And I think at this point right now, I mean, I understand you guys want to have a conversation about it, because you want to talk about it. But like, I would tell anyone who's really, really, really talking about like on a serious level that I wouldn't take it serious at all. You can claim the Black Manosphere.
Yeah. I really like. Let me tell you something. I really like it when a Black Manosphere detractor tries to say shit like that.
But just putting hashtag Black Manosphere in the title of your YouTube video call today. I did a video addressing something to Black Manosphere. I had like almost 20 people in the chat room. I'm pretty sure 80% of those people that were in my chat room were from the
John Clark, Ibmore. The list is on BGS's page. You have any idea how much weight that man carries in his space?
Black Manosphere.
Wow.
Yeah, but something.
BGS got it.
What's that guy's name, John? Bro, listen, we don't give a fuck about no master teacher over here, bro.
Especially but no.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Somebody's triggered by BGS, man. Comb your motherfucking head, man. You embarrassing the namesake.
You don't hold no weight over here, bro.
I think it's just a culture. I mean, that's what most Black people do. I mean, you see that period. Come to music and entertainers and sports figures. That's what we do see over. So like they romanticize the shit. So, but that's a great point. But I mean, I don't see there's nothing wrong talking about it.
The thing is that there's nothing ever wrong about talking about something, right? But you have to talk about it as like I'm not telling you what to say or how to think, right? I don't do that. But what I'm saying is
absolutely. There was no intention of trying to influence guys what to say and how to think by making this list.
is that I can tell with certain people when they are talking about it that they take it serious.
Right, and I agree.
Like it's actual.
There's no man above the manosphere. Maybe in the black manosphere.
So it's an actual doctrine that they need to fight against, like the 13th Amendment or something like that, right? Like it's
like the Bible.
Yeah, like it's not that. Like it's something to have a conversation over.
Yeah.
It's something you got. It's a content comp, right? It's
These
a good
guys,
content
I
comp
swear.
that you can talk about and give you something to talk about. But I wouldn't give it type of energy where it's something that like you should take serious and it could affect your channel.
Hey,
know?
I would say this though, this is the internet, and we kind of, how people be dramatic on the internet.
Yeah,
When we all log out, we not gonna think anything about that list.
Yeah,
that's true on that.
Yeah, we're not gonna think
That's a
it's not
goddamn
even an
lie.
endorsement. That list does nothing for you, and I'm confused because I was actually told by somebody, "Cut to the chase, you're full of game. You say you don't have no problem with black women. You should be kicked out. You should be kicked out of this space. And how the hell you gonna kick me out of the space on YouTube?"
Who's the baby?
Might be his kid, but yeah. See, what I said before was, I mean, I just think it's who subscribed Roger, who subscribed to those people, put that list out. I mean, he's just
Roger?
showing the Roger report.
Oh, I don't
Roger report put that
Yeah,
out.
because that's if you look at the comments, it's like, oh, this is the list by Roger. Okay, so that's just who he subscribed to.
Wait a minute.
I don't know who Roger Report is.
I know who he is, man. I've been over there on his channel. Really? Are you?
Yeah, look at the comment.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, that's a little bit more. That's a little bit clarity,
Watcher.
but the sentiment still stays the same.
Right. I mean, because O-Man can make a list tomorrow and it's totally different, or Reg can make a list, or fucking Angry Man can make a list and it's totally different. I mean, just focus on your content and don't worry about all these
Right.
lists.
Goddamn right, John.
I think Reg did a show about the content or something like that, and I asked the question, how can a space be led that's not derived on content, right? Because a lot of people talk about leading this and taking charge of that and leading and leadership. But how can a person lead a niche that's not derived on content?
Now, Silver. Now, if you look at the list, look at the people on the list. Those people that's supposed to be intelligent, you can say, got,
Yeah, because you know how we feel about intelligence over here in the black community.
On there, and got a few people that's supposed to be in academia, whatever the case may be. So, and apparently the sentiment is that they are these are ones who's making content.
I've seen a lot of people on
Let's
not
not
doing
doing
a
it.
little bit. Goddamn. Think I'm losing a little
Okay,
bit.
man.
of
He was doing videos and his wife beater sitting on a step or some shit.
Yeah, right.
Beefing with Tommy. I remember that. I remember when Angry Man used to.
Here we go.
Tommy came out. Now, Tommy was like the first one because he already had his show.
Oh, here we go with the history
He
lesson.
kind of came out and he had like that whole setup, and then he started beefing with this dude named he started beefing with this girl named Jeannie Burlesque. She was like
first.
Yeah, she was a
Cola
swirler.
Booth. And Cola Booth. And Cola
Yeah,
Booth.
but Cola was like already when he got on YouTube. Jeannie was while he was at Gen X, and one of the 1.0 brothers named Avenue Rants. Well, on Gen X he was Avenue Rants, and then on YouTube he was Dan Freeman.
What is Gen X? What is Gen X? No people probably.
It's like a social media website where you can make videos.
Okay, it was back
And a lot of the brothers went over there because their channels were getting knocked on YouTube after they were trying to accuse Sergeant Willie Pete of they were saying that Anthony Johnson murdered Adrian McGowan because of Sergeant Willie Pete videos.
Damn, you know what? That's goddamn history repeating itself.
Yeah. So once Tommy and Avenue Rant started beefing, I think on YouTube he was called Dan Freeman. Tommy came over here, right? So he came over here and started making videos, and he kind of like ghettofied the Manosphere, if you would call it that. He kind of ghettofied it. So once he started coming
It's
out,
sad when black folks don't
then
have
you
any
had
belief in themselves.
what's my boy's name? Monty Woodgrain. I don't know if y'all know Monty Woodgrain.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, so Monty Woodgrain started going after Tommy, right? And then like everybody who was against Tommy, like a Show was with Monty Woodgrain. Tyrone from Talk Real Solutions was with Monty Woodgrain. Yeah, and they started going after Tommy, and that's when the Manosphere kind of like morphed into the what you call now the roasting sector. Because back then the roasting sector was just called Black Manosphere. I mean Black YouTube. It wasn't called roasting sector.
Oh God!
Because everybody was over there. David Carroll, Quasi.
I may not be the most astute
Tommy,
history.
Monty, Scorpio, L.A. Oh yeah, Rick Scorpio. I think he started making it after
about
1.0.
any of this. I think I've been watching long enough.
He was one of
to know a lot of this.
Yeah.
Crap.
So it kind of like, and then K-Soul and Black, Wacky World, they were all 1.0 too.
Mm-hmm.
But when Tommy came, it kind of like morphed into like the roast sector. And I think now that's what we're trying to see again. It's like the Manosphere is kind of like morphing into like a roasting sector again. But the only thing is, now you can get on. You can do a live stream. You can get paid for it. Yo,
Don.
you can get paid for it now.
Don.
Yo.
Whatever happened to that other one, the other YouTuber named Frank Castle?
No, that was me.
I know.
Well, I was one of them. There was many Frank Castles. I was one of them. There was many Frank Castles, but I was one of them.
Don, you did videos?
I did like one video. Like years ago because this is what happened, and I think I made a comment on my. So okay, Jeannie Burlesque, right? Her mother passed away, and this is how grimy the rose
absolutely
got.
correct.
So her mother passed away, right?
Manosphere at any
And it was this
time.
dude named
In
Jimmy
fact,
Colquitt.
He tried to call us his.
He took a copy of her picture.
Which, you know, I don't.
I think he went to a graveyard.
I mean,
and
I
he
had
pissed
somebody
on
that-
it.
the nigga went to the
He started dancing on her picture, right?
That was like 2014, 2015, right?
Yeah. So I was like, oh no. So I think Monty was talking about me in like a private group or whatever. So that's when I made the video responding to that. But yeah, that was like
A lot of people fell back when he did that. A lot of people started to fall back when that dude did that.
Yeah.
They were like, that's a bit too much.
Yeah, the roasting sector. I mean, but like I said, but back then it wasn't called the roasting sector though, because basically it was like the people who was in opposition to Tommy, like TRS.
I thought the guys on this panel be stepping in there talking about getting their shit off. Damn.
Started
TRS is notorious. Yeah,
I appreciate
I thought
you
the
guys,
sector
though.
is now. I thought it was all about women over there, but now I was so it started by men.
Yes, the roasting sector
Oh,
started
man,
because
this is
again,
crazy shit.
Men like
Monty-
gossiping more than women? Of course it started by men.
but it was basically to combat Tommy's message. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the way he was talking about black women, a lot of black men didn't agree with that.
Yeah.
So it was to combat his message, and then they just started roasting each other. And then eventually, the women. I mean, there was some women there before, but eventually, then you started seeing women. But I think they took over now, right? Because I haven't really been over
They
there.
took over. That's roast sector.
Yeah.
You say roast sector is women and those transformers or whoever else. That's
Okay.
I think
sexually free.
they started complaining about women.
But
being
yeah, you had a lot of talent in the roast sector. Like you had as far as editing, like Angerman and them, they're not the first ones to do that. You had Philly Just, who was excellent as far as editing. You got my boy Slapper Don. It's crazy what
I would say one of the things that I did like about this broadcast, if there's anything to like about it, was the acknowledgement of content creators. I'll go ahead and admit that, and not be a complete dick about it. But thanks for acknowledging the many names that of black man content creators. But the complaint, let me address the complaint that they had. And I mean, you can go back and watch this. I'm only in the first hour and a half. But they made this whole argument about how can you call it a black manosphere when there are women on the list. And I'm sitting up there like there's 60, like at that time it was like 40 fucking guys on the list, and you worried about 3 women. And like and don't play like y'all don't go to these women's channels and shit like this. Like Super Sly, who is down in the bottom left hand, he's on the bottom left, just did an interview with The Breakdown crying about the fucking manosphere. So, well, the black manosphere. We gotta make that distinction because
skills
on the list.
I don't want to be on that list. Why?
Superstar, you ain't make the list, man.
I good. And
hey, like I say, man, fuck a slap a dub. Man. I should be over there.
That's the look of coping.
Hey, you should be over there too. Okay.
Hey,
so his editing skills.
Yes, I did.
I remember who was the sister that had the video of herself dancing? Because I still had that video. She was dancing. She got naked and they took it. And she was a conscious chick.
That's the one.
You talking about Black Indigo?
There you go. I still got that video. I remember that. That's when I was like,
porn. She did porn.
She got caught. She did like the party bear, whatever, and she got caught with jerking a white dude off or something like that.
That too.
No, it was a video of her like dancing
for her guy.
naked in the camera.
Yeah, it was supposed to be for her guy, and it got leaked out. I remember that's how far back I go with that. I was like, these motherfuckers crazy. Let me leave this shit.
I don't remember that one.
Superfly, would you ever go to an industry party for the Black Manosphere?
only in trolling capacity.
Oh yeah, he said he'll go only in trolling capacity. I keep telling y'all, man, it's like these dudes will use trolling as an excuse for their shortcomings in their personality.
Only go to see who the tough guys really are. I would only go to see who's gonna back up all that shit they said online.
If Sly go, I'm going.
I'll be glad to meet any of these guys. I ain't gonna even lie. Any of them.
That's the only reason I would go.
I'm not going. Nope, I'm not going at all.
Wait, what's the party called, Giola?
And I mean, I don't necessarily mean that as a good thing. I mean, you know, he talking about some. I really want to see if these people are about all the shit they talk on the internet, man. Dude, no, you don't. No, you don't. Seriously.
No, it's like one of those Cloudy having his
Don't
own
let this
entertainment
good
music
diction
industry
fool
story.
you.
So I asked him, would he go to an industry party for the Black Manosphere?
Just in trolling capacity. I would just want to. I would go. I want to size everybody up and be like, oh, this y'all.
This dude is 5'4".
Sly gonna show up in an all-white suit going, say hello to the bad guy.
Why you gonna size him? This dude is 5'4" with a 5 head.
What would be a neutral site though? Hey, CO, where would you think it should be had?
What? And niggas is too scared. They couldn't even meet at a corner store.
I want. So
I mean, I would agree with that.
Honestly,
I mean, if you're
I
actually
don't. Half the
somebody
guys I never heard
threatened
of.
to meet with somebody,
The other
and they
guys,
pull
I
out
probably
on
got
you,
bigger numbers than them.
you know.
And I don't care. Like those that are going to do what they're going to do are going to do it. So you see the separation. They keep talking about it. Great. Now it's here. Now everybody go spread their wings and go fly off into the sunset.
You know, like honestly, guys, anybody that knows anything about the content creator in the bottom middle knows how many broadcasts he has made about the Black Manosphere. Many, dozens. He probably took some of them down, but I mean, shit, it's like, yeah, rent free. That motherfucker, like, and he got enough space in his head to do that.
Make content.
Yeah, that's it.
Facts.
80% of them niggas on that list
don't make content.
No,
it's not hating. It's not hating.
Okay, who on that list does not make content?
And it's just they don't make content.
I'm not pressed about anybody on that list. I'm like, nah.
No, you pressed, motherfucker.
Moving on. Let's
You're gonna prove it for the next 4 years.
Yep.
And then I was surprised at who didn't make the list. So that's not a genuine list to me. They didn't really sit down and actually take their time and really consider who's what. I mean, it's 6-7 guys that's not on the list. I'm like, really?
I would say Aaron Fountain's list made more sense.
Yeah. You know why Aaron Fountain's list made more sense to them? Because these guys are low-key feminist. Right? just like Aaron Fountain is. Well, Aaron Fountain is a high-key feminist. These guys are low-key. You know, they ain't even got the balls to stand on it.
How does Willie make the list, man?
Aaron Fountain's list was more comprehensive.
More official.
Hey, guys, I'm gonna start pulling up on more streams, man. I'm not doing this wrong, man. I'm being stagnant. I stayed over here with red shit. I gotta go visit some other motherfuckers shit, man. Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Well, this is just like high school.
AJC and Red said he gotta go visit some other some old people shit, and it took him 4 years to get over here. Yeah, man. AJ cool, man. I ain't got nothing bad to say about the brother.
Remember how high school was? The nerds, you know, the guys that got pussy, the ball players. There's a little click.
This
here
nigga's
and there.
not
One
in
fits in a
high
little
school.
click. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but even then with high school, man, still you have to pull up and let them know, you know, because you had them rumors like a motherfucker. These cliques will talk about other cliques until you come pull up on their ass and they just like, oh, okay.
You know what's funny? A lot of those dudes, if this was high school, a lot of those dudes would be like 18 seniors, like, you know, like it's like, oh, you didn't pass the test.
No,
Get out,
you being fresh, you being sophomore math, and them niggas got full on beards and shit. Like
20-year-old seniors.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, they were fucking rank. Like they were super ringers on the basketball team.
Yeah,
seniors, man.
Like grown ass men still playing on the basketball team.
Hey, what did the boy say? Now, boys in the hood. He was like 33, always messing with people's old self.
Everybody,
Somebody call 911.
Somebody should ask me like, man,
somebody that got cut.
Hey, they're like, man, how do get home, girl, man?
Yeah, that's AJ in the top.
That nigga got a whole card and making his payments on time. He a manager at Best Buy and shit, but he's still in freshman. He's still in sophomore science and sophomore math. He in what's the earth science? He in sophomore earth science. He's not even in chemistry. He in sophomore earth science and math.
Oh Lord!
It be in the basement in special ed.
Yeah. He has his gym classes in the special ed room.
God bless him, man. I mean, but if this is what it comes down to, then so be it. I'm all for it.
Yeah, just make content. We'll see what happens when people make content. That's it. Until people make content, it's irrelevant. All of this is just a content comp. Just make content.
I just want to say that this is the unofficial list of the Manosphere.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Hey, I think it.
I just want to say finish this.
Hey, look, at least I'm on some type of list, man.
I got you.
Yeah, senior in algebra 1. Yeah.
Damn.
I want that time back from algebra. I never used that shit in real life.
Oh, please, yes.
I'm
Please. Yeah, man. Like again, like we still like well, we can go fast forward 1 week and people still ain't making content. I think people still be probably talking about this list and not
Oh,
making
we
content.
got the content police.
Still not making content.
Look at look.
Well, it's hard for me to understand all this everything that's going on in the world today, all this free stuff you could talk about, and they just don't exercise the due diligence to, craft, put words together, form a sentence.
It's hard.
I guess it's harder than what people.
That shit work, yeah.
I guess.
It's hard, man. Like it actually takes like you're burning mental calories to actually form an actual point or your opinion on something that isn't derived from fuckery.
And then I think the hard part is the people have to like you. It's just there's no way around it. Even if they don't agree with you, they have to like you. They have to want to care about you. You have to kind of reveal pieces of yourself to a certain extent, so they can see pieces of themselves in you. Like, oh yeah, you know what? Yeah,
you have to be able to relate.
You have to, at some point, has to. And a lot of these guys that get stagnant, they're not interesting, or people don't give a fuck enough to care about them. Oh my God, what is the fuck?
Hold on. They go show you that there's a double, at the same time, there's a double standard though, because you still got these women, black women that come on here don't have no charisma and none of that shit. And still
I would say, like when you talk, some of the women have charisma, but that's kind of a stretch coming from me because I just don't watch female.
If you haven't, and this dude just capped about something, I just caught that shit. But if you haven't, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and support the Cash App. You know what I'm saying? You can if you want to. If not, your viewership is appreciated anyway. So, all right.
Show you that there's a double, at the same time, there's a double standard though, because you still got these women, black women that come on here don't have no charisma and none of that shit. And still
I would say, like when you talk, some of the women have charisma, but that's kind of a stretch coming from me because I just don't watch female channels. Okay. But the thing is that like, if you're just talking about, if you're talking about the men, right? Like, yeah, a lot of people aren't interesting people. They don't sound interesting, right? They don't sound like interesting people that you want to sit there and listen to their content. A lot of times, like what they do, what Kevin Samuels would do, they'll just regurgitate the same thing and just tweak people's thing a little bit, and they're pretty much talking the same thing. So that's why it's also hard to relate
inaccuracies.
Right, yeah. Right. It's hard to relate. Now, listen, I don't want to hear none about the Jessica X. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear it. I'm telling you, it's hard to relate to an avatar that doesn't have a lot else going on the channel. Like there's channels where people don't reveal themselves, but the content is good, the graphics are nice, the production quality is good. They like the character moves the face with different reactions.
Funny about that? You know what's funny about that? The guy that talking this shit, we're not even looking at his face. So why is he even saying that shit? The reason why people use avatars is because when they say something that people they don't agree with, then people get butthurt, want to dox, want to call their jobs, want to kill their entire livelihood over hurt feelings. Why don't people get this logic? People used to listen to the radio. Nobody ever said, "Hey, guy, man, you know what? I don't want to listen to you because I can't see your face." Like that is the stupidest fucking shit that you could damn come up with. Like shit, people don't want to show their face because they got jobs, and you niggas don't know how to just agree to disagree. Everything's got to be a goddamn beef, man. Seriously. So
completely sounds like this Irish guy who does a lot of talks about political correctness and what's going on with the pandemic and stuff like that. He doesn't show his face all the time, but he has a character that looks like him that when he's doing his commentary, like
then he turn around and
the character does all the facial expressions with him. It's something different than just a little circular picture on a StreamYard that sees a little vibration every time someone speaks.
This dude just criticized black men for using avatars, but then praised a white man.
Oh,
it's hard to relate to. It's hard to
that.
Make this shit up.
And it doesn't change every episode, right?
Cerulean Gray had one like that. That was a nice. Yeah, like he talked. That character talked. Like
he had a nice setup. Yeah. It's just he just on some other shit, but he had a nice little setup.
Yeah, he did.
But, I think
the thing is though, it's like.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying like people. We watch TV and film. I could do that. You're seeing it firsthand. They can't because look what we're doing, and you see the separation of
it's hard.
talent. It's way much harder than.
listen, like I tell people, like the OBS.
to build a good quality.
Around this time,
Yeah, I mean,
Superslot made
like
a
I tell people,
broadcast
you know,
crying
the
to O'Shea
OBS
to
and
come down
Streamlabs
from
shit,
Mount
like
Olympus.
that shit is terrifying, right? I'm a computer person. That shit scared the fuck. I don't know. This
Oh,
shit
y'all
crazy.
should have heard that shit. If I ever find that video, I might react to it. Oh man, O'Shea, come down and see what's going on in this space.
Right, and then but once you like the shit look, but once you figure it out, and once you figure out the stuff for Streamlabs and OBS, like once you figure all that shit out, like that just puts you on a different plateau than everyone else that just uses StreamYard. That just automatically puts you above everyone else when you're doing that. And then once you keep elevating yourself, and once you keep learning to do different things, you're going to gradually grow, and more people are going to come to your channel if you're also doing content and doing things that are interesting to people. But if you're just doing like what with the whole StreamYard and talking and thing like that, yeah, you're going to be stagnant, or you're going to be a victim of the 3,000 sub cap limit, and that's where you'll be.
Oh man!
Wow, interesting way of saying it.
You're right on the OBS, man. The OBS is a beast, but once you get the hand of it, man, it's great.
Definitely it is.
Yeah, I remember like when they ended Hangouts, and people were like, oh, they were kind of like, okay, when Hangouts in, where we gonna go and all this other shit. I mean, some of us discovered StreamYard. Like, I was one of the first ones to use StreamYard, actually. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to make claims that I cannot prove or anything like that. But once, like StreamYard took off real fast when the Hangouts ended. It took off real fast. And now you got all these complaints, man. Like these dudes like, oh, you can't do the StreamYard, all the other shit. I mean, I got Streamlabs too. There are other ways to stream. Like Streamlabs has what do they call it? I don't know if it did very good because StreamYard just had to market. They had this app called Melon. Yeah, they had Melon. Yeah, and I think Melon failed because StreamYard was just too StreamYard is just too user friendly. Is a very easy platform to use. Like, people don't want to have to people shouldn't have to look at 1,000-page instruction booklets just to turn on a live button. I mean, so yeah, I remember when I joined the StreamYard Facebook group, and I asked him, did he get his idea from Hangouts? Because I mean, he capitalized on a market that capitalized on a market that had a need, and it was like once like we discovered StreamYard, and these niggas were talking cash shit when Hangouts ended. Oh, we're gonna see who the real content creators are. Then when they came out with StreamYard, then yep, that plan failed. So we need to find something else to hate about.
In fact, I started building some new I started taking some of those popular emojis that we use, when we're texting and stuff. I started incorporating those into my channel. I'll show you how to do it in the video.
So we're gonna see a lot of eggplant emojis.
This man avatar look like an R&B album cover.
Yeah, I think if more people knew how to use OBS, I think probably things would change a little bit. But because of that, it's because a lot of people are not computer literate or something, or it's just
a lot of people are lazy.
See, and that's my problem. I
don't know if it's lazy.
I'm lazy. I'm the first to admit I'm lazy when it comes to OBS. I just be like, fuck. It's like homework.
It is. It feels like you said something, because no, it's laziness. It's not computer literate. It's laziness. Because like it'll feel like home when you sit down, because you got to sit down. You got to have all the videos up. You got to try one thing at a time. You got to set the streaming up and the bit rate, and you got to learn how to do the different
I'm gonna let this go for a few
learn how the
minutes.
layers work and everything like that. Even if you use Photoshop for many years and stuff like that, it's still it's a process. It's not like, oh, I'm just gonna sit down and everything's gonna be working. It's a process. So even if something goes wrong, you need to know how to fix it.
But even if you know OBS, the problem is that you got to have a powerful computer to run that particular program.
Well, computer
running on just any system.
You don't need a powerful computer. You just need something that's not a potato. So if your computer's a potato, yeah, it's not going to run.
Well, that's what it is. So you got to have some power.
I think.
Yeah, let me fast forward this a little bit. Then, like, I'm gonna let it go about.
They're making them do videos for Twitch, even though they took their personal channels away. And if they don't do them, they can possibly be suspended.
I saw it, Will, because somebody fucking recorded the shit he said, Will, and just sent it to me. Bitch ass nigga, man.
So what I was asking, I was like, do you think other companies are gonna make their stars do that? That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, that's gonna be
because what was
back it up a little bit.
SM7B, because there's not going to be that much of an audio difference with my setup unless I got the cloud lifter, DAC amp combo. Like, you need a whole stack. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. When we're talking about tech information, people also have to make sure they actually got to listen to what they're being told. Because Kuda says, and it's not taking a shot at Kuda. Kuda tells people about the Shure SM7B, then people goes, "Oh, I'm gonna get a Shure SM7B," and they get it, and it sounds like fucking dog shit. They don't realize they need about $500 of extra equipment to make that mic sound the way it's supposed to sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's true. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Like he's right about that. You can get the mic, but you also need like an interface as well. But you ain't gotta pay all that goddamn money, especially if you starting out. I mean, when you get to a point where you can start throwing out the money like that, then then you can start talking about more expensive equipment. Like my little setup right now that I'm using, that shit didn't cost me but like not even $200, not even $200, and I'm pretty content with it as of right now. When I become a bigger YouTuber and then like a little bit more money starts coming in, even not really even being a bigger YouTuber, if what I got going on in my real life, if I build it up, to where I can have some really good sustainability, then hey, we'll talk about the more expensive setup. But you got to give brothers a chance to come up. Everyone has had a starting point. Everybody, including any of those guys on the panel. Granted that they're all content creators. I mean, at least 5 of them are. I don't know about Dung or Dito, but yeah, they started. And like, so why try to punch down on guys that want to come in and do the same thing that you niggas did at one goddamn point? Like, seriously, I think it's fucking whack.
And like you got to start somewhere, but so many people just be so quick to.
Yeah. Coffee. Yeah. What I did was I looked at reviews on Amazon. I mean, I usually don't, like totally rely on other people's input, but if enough people give it, say, hey, this is great, this is great, this is great, this is great, then, and this is great, or this is great for the money if you're on a budget, then, yeah, I probably might give it a shot because, see, it's material. Like, if you don't like it, you can send it back. You can trade it in for a better piece of equipment. You get a refund or whatever, or just use it till you can get better stuff. Everybody who is a content creator had a fucking starting point. Like, who the fuck do these, like, at least 2 of these guys think they are?
To just get that expensive shit and don't have a slightest clue what it does, and then turn around and be wondering why this shit still be shitty.
But I would definitely say this here is the most important thing, dude, people really should work on, because is your content. Because if you don't practice the best of your, the quality of how you deliver your message, all the stuff you buying ain't gonna really add up to much.
Exactly. A lot of people when they come see me.
That is the most sense Loadcast made the entire time. There has to be a personality behind any of it. Roger resonated with people, and all he did was talking to a laptop. That's it. That's all he did. I don't know if he has a headset or what kind of equipment he has, but I mean, but he resonated with people more so than a couple of these guys on the panel, including Reg. So, hey. So I would agree with Loadcast on that one.
Me personally, I go back and listen to myself. Even when I passed out on my stream, I went back and looked at that shit. See, you got to go look back at the shit, man.
Yeah, a lot of people don't watch this shit. I watch my shit all the time. My shit fire.
No, I watch your shit.
I critique myself. So that's what you got to do, man.
Yeah, and you got I sit down and watch my old streams. My streams be fire. I be sitting down there and listening to them shit.
Well, I can't.
Kind of your own self.
I be looking at myself. I be like, damn, man. I be slurring the fuck out my words. I'm like, damn, man, you slurred your words. Damn, he was just asleep. I just like, damn. I be looking at myself like, is he gonna wake up? I be like, come on, AJ, wake up. Get up, AJ.
I don't know about y'all. I be listening to my shit. I be fucking.
Yo, I don't know. Speaking of doing videos,
Bro, I saw something when I didn't have a webcam or I didn't have a mic. I can't none of that, dude. No, I know it. I know what the problem was. I don't even do.
Like I say, man.
Yo, but
go ahead, dog. My bad.
No, I was saying. Speaking of that, did you hear about what WWE's making their
yeah, they want to get paid for third-party content.
Is that right?
Yep.
Huh? Yeah, WWE want that.
So they're making their wrestlers. They're making their their wrestlers were able to do have Twitch channels. So WWE is going to take them over, but they're still going to obligate their the wrestlers to do Twitch to do Twitch videos.
But it's their property. It's their property. You gotta understand. Their
Yeah,
property.
give me them cheeks. You better be happy about it.
So I'm wondering if other companies are going to do that, like different movie companies. Like, are they going to make
Yeah, I know
it
Warner
an
Brothers.
obligation for actors?
I know Warner Brothers has already started that. When they did their panel, their Comic-Con, well, not Comic-Con, but they just had like last month. They're gonna be doing more of that. So Warner Brothers is leading the charge as far as the TV or as far as the film industry with their actors, and Marvel won't be too far behind.
Saban already started with that with the Power Rangers and different other cartoon shows. They're already doing that in the comic world. So I'm like, are you comic people coming out?
Okay. All right. I think we've done enough of this. I really, I can't do this anymore. Shoot. Yeah, but you can definitely, check out the rest of the stream if you want to put yourself through that rather. And yeah, it was kind of, I don't, like I said, I engaged this content for the reason that, just to react to and to look at the reason why a lot of these people are speaking the way they speak. You got this hater ass sentiment that goes around this space, and a lot of the things that I hear people say, they said in this broadcast. So what I'm going to go ahead and say is these guys, maybe with the exception of one or two, are part of the fucking problem. They are guys that you cannot rely on to be part of the fucking solution. Any one of these guys could have asked around instead of making a crappy live stream crying about shit. And I mean, that could be said. I mean, just by the difference of opinion, that's what we do over here. All we do is make crappy crying ass live streams. But see, the difference between them over here and us over there is we take up a lot of residency in a few of these guys' brains. Maybe not me personally, maybe not Kev, maybe not black men being brutally honest, but like I told AM1's stupid ass a long time ago, I say when I am a part of something, I will defend it. That is how it is. You step to me if you want about this shit, bruh. Like, seriously. So let's do this. Let me do this. Let me drop this list. And if any of you clowns are ghost watching right now, come up here and give me some smoke. Seriously. Because, see, I think a lot of the people in the chat and probably a lot of the replay gang, and I'm not trying to make them choose sides, a lot of them will agree with my sentiments that I expressed here. A lot of them would. Like I said, this had like a crybaby butterfly effect. I mean, shit. And me saying the things that I've said about them ain't nearly as bad about the things they've said about us. So they need to take this receipt and shut the fuck up. Super Nifty Susie 1, I don't like working. It's 2024. Like, it is fucking 2024. That's how I see you with the bathing suit on. I mean, if you really want to get married, damn, change your fucking attitude. It's like shit. Like, I mean, I'm not the best relationship expert. I don't give the best advice, like shit, but I can give you some advice that's straight fucking forward. There's some things that you might need to reflect on. So let me look at some of these comments that I missed out on while I was screen sharing. Let me see. What up, Donnie? What up? I'm in the unclaimable list. When no one give a damn about you, I'm happy, but only sad because those taught me pass away. Okay. I think I know what you're saying. I think you're saying that The ones that taught you the survival, how to survive in life have now gone to the great beyond. Okay, all right, okay. I think that's what it was. Black men, who are your leaders now? Don't bring them. Look, all that leadership shit that they was talking about, man. Look, man. It wasn't an attempt to lead. It was not. It was an attempt to lead. It was establishing some ground. That's all it was. And forgive me for not knowing every fucking body, but see, if this particular show wasn't made, we would have got around to it. Okay, we're not perfect fucking people. None of us are. And especially these niggas on the screen. They're not either. Like, seriously. But see, when you're a grown man, you have the opportunity to display it. You have the opportunity. Now, I let this go for 4 years now. A lot of these guys will say, man, that's some old shit. Why they going back to that old shit? Because they've been bitching ever since. That's all they fucking do when they hear the words Black Manosphere. It triggers the fuck out of them. Like for real. Who remember that that MTV show, The Head? Remember that? It was a little like cheap drawn cartoon, but it was about a guy who had a really big head and an alien came out that motherfucker, and it was just gross as shit, but it was funny. Like, that's real old school. Like, just guess who on this screen? So, Kev, do you think they were mad and complaining because they weren't on the list, as they say they didn't want to be on it, or they're upset due to exposure help it gets subscribers to those? Let me tell you something. Yes. To answer your first question, yes. The second part, yeah. The second part, they get upset due to the exposure, the help get subscribers to those. We wanted to promote ourselves buying that list. And like I said, we initially did not have, maybe just one because of his whole shit, but we initially did not have a problem with these guys. We initially didn't. But but see, my thing was, and my thing still is to this day consistently, is that I like adding people to that list that are enthused about being part of this space. Why would I add a nigga that talk shit about fuck the Black Manosphere this, they gay, they broke, all they do is cry about women? Why the fuck would you want to align yourself with somebody like that and then call yourself a group of black men? And then saying they instead of being specific. Like, no. And I agree with the sentiments that Super Sly said exactly. No, I don't want to align with your punk ass. I don't want to be your fucking friend. I don't. And then I know what he gonna say. I don't even know this nigga. Nigga, please. Used to hit that heart when I used to comment in your videos before they started doing the video tags. They had you, like on your comments, they used to have the full name of the YouTube channel. So there. I mean, it's just like this. Somebody should answer you niggas. Some of you should understand that this right here is a receipt that was long overdue. And hey, I could do it again. I could do it part 2, but I don't like to spend too much time on people. I just like to do other stuff like, rant and, report on shit that went viral. But like I said, you can say this shit is old all you want. But how many broadcasts of Reg the Bad Guy did about this? How many broadcasts of Super Slide done about this? BMT just was over here on his channel the other day, and the only reason I saw this clip is because Prime VA had that clip. Talking about, the Black Manosphere is a hate group. They're a hate group. They just hate women. They're a hate group. Like, nigga. Shit. You got to modify your list. Obsidian's channels got knocked out today. Yeah, because here's the fucking thing. And the same thing happened to Cynthia G. Wait a minute. Did his channels got knocked? No, the same thing. That's inaccurate. The same thing did not happen to Cynthia G. Sorry, my bad. I mean, Cynthia G got demonetized and Cynthia G got demonetized and then she tried to create a channel called called The Revolution Will Not Be Televised. And the irony of that is she got that title from a song by Gil Scott Heron, a black man, which, I mean, it's like this. They can hate us all they want, but then they always taking our shit. Shoot. You got to modify your list. Obsidian's channel. Okay, well, what up? Whatever. All right, we're good. And we'll see. But what this from 29? Okay, yeah. Let me see. Okay. All right. So it's been 2 hours and 16 minutes. Let me go ahead and drop the link. See you want to come up here. If anybody got any smoke for me, I don't give a shit. Hey, y'all got to go down that road sometimes. But don't ever think that y'all bullshit is ever going to go unanswered again. Seriously. I might decide to do this again 6 months down the road with one of you individually. It ain't like I'm a huge threat. It ain't like this was the funniest roast ever. It ain't like I ended y'all YouTube careers. I didn't do that. I just basically gave y'all one receipt out of your millions of fucked up things that y'all done said. So, hey, there we go. Stop by the channel anytime. Pull up. All right, there's the link. Anybody want to come up? I'm going to give this shit about 3-4 minutes. If y'all don't come up, we good. And people can leave in the comment section whatever the fuck they want to leave. So, anybody got any smoke? You want to wait to Sunday to smoke show Sundays? You know, my gimmicky shows, Reaction Wednesday, This Week in Effery, Smoke Show Sundays. They felt, okay, Coffee said, they felt it wasn't accurate. I've been in many panels where this puzzled folks. Then they say BGS told it to ease their minds because they kept blaming him. Oh, yeah. So, Coffee, you can vouch for me on this. You can actually vouch for me on this, on how much shit these guys talked. I mean, it's just words. It ain't like I go to bed thinking about it and then wake up and then find the first anti-black manosphere broadcast I can go to. This is the seed that was planted. This was actually the start of what would come to be the anti-black manosphere right here. I know there were people who had their issues with the space beforehand. I mean, Gabe A came up and explained to me what his issue was, but he explained it like a professional. He didn't say, oh, these niggas are gay. Oh, these niggas are losers. They're broke. All he said was some of these guys are pretending to be things they're not. And that's a problem. And yes, that is a problem if a guy is pretending to be something that he isn't on a YouTube platform. Yes, that is very true. That makes a lot of sense. Game changer, what's good? That makes a lot of goddamn sense. But these guys right here, hell no. No, not them, not them. Let me see. The only guy that I probably really don't have a problem with on this, and it's not because you know, I don't know you or something like that. Shoot. I mean, but it's only like 2 guys on this panel right now up here that I don't have a real problem with. I don't know Brian Triple X. I don't know Don Gordita, and I don't really fuck with C Over like that. But like AJC and Red, he all right. But the rest of these guys, 4 years ago, this happened. 4 years ago. And they still talking that shit. So when are one of y'all gonna actually come talk to us and, so we can hash this out like men? I mean, seriously. When are one of y'all gonna do that? Instead of staying in your little safe space, cubby hole, echo chamber ass environment. They do because you're around them. They link you to them. They thought I was anti-black manosphere. All I was doing was weeding the bad seeds out and those who produce bad information. That's cool. That's cool right there. That's fine. Yes. Yes, by all means. By all fucking means, yes. What it is.
Hey, what up, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you clearly.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that before, but it's actually it's a long running issue, as you probably are starting to, peel back the layers on and find out. And why I think that many of the new people here, and I don't say new as in like you just got here yesterday, but not you individually, right? But just in general, like many of the people who may frequent the space or even be content creators don't actually understand the long running, like deep seated feud that's been happening and brewing in the background for essentially, you know, convoluted reasons that are actually personal, believe it or not. Um, some of the people that you even just saw on the stream there a moment ago, have personal beefs running with some of the people that are featured on the list that you guys had. And these issues are a part of the reason why they partially want to completely dismantle the Black Manosphere. That's the aim. That's the goal. And it just isn't being expressed outright. But that's the truth behind why there's so much smoke for you and anyone loosely associated with BGS and essentially in the quote unquote solidified Black Manosphere. There's a reason for that. And we constantly end up having to go over these arguments, and they get rolled up into essential newer arguments amongst these people. And they don't even know that they've been dragged into something that they had no clue about. And they get used and become proxies for different wars that were already happening in the background or had already taken place in the background. So this will continue to be an issue. I mean, like, what? It's not going to go away and can't actually be dealt with anymore, unfortunately, because these people, they have channels, they have voices. They don't have many subscribers, but I'm not going to throw too much shade because, I mean, I don't even have a channel. I'm just the person who's, been around and kind of understands the context for most, not all, most of this bullshit. And unfortunately, these people, when they kind of show their hand, they have to be segregated out. Unfortunately, that's just the way it has to be handled. Because if they're not segregated out of the group, they will attempt to sow seeds of destruction of the Black Manosphere. That's the goal, and they don't even realize they're being used for that.
Yeah,
but that's just how I see it. I could be wrong. That's how I see it based on my interpretation of what's been happening and what has taken place.
Yeah. I do realize that. I do realize that there were some underlying beefs, but that wasn't really important to me. I just wanted to show everybody that Black man can be kind of solid, man. I mean, for real. I mean, that was our intention, man. We didn't want to be defined by any outside source, and then dudes frog up every time somebody write an article. I mean, every time a feminist writes an article, these guys just give up. Like it's just wild. Like they act like it's the end of the goddamn world, and that's where all this
Because it's because like anytime there's a challenge against the quote unquote Black Manosphere, these people are the first to fold by virtue of what it is that their overarching goal is in the first place, which is to see the destruction of the Black Manosphere. That's why.
That's funny. The destruction of a virtual space. Yeah.
Correct.
I
Yeah.
wonder how that's going. But what's good, game changer? You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I had to unmute, but I'm here.
Word. What's good?
Not much. I just want to speak on the hatred. I've learned to ignore it, and that's because what I've come to conclude is that we, the people of the Black Manosphere, the red space, or excuse me, red pill space, or whatever you want to call it, what we did was it created it attracted a group of people that are anti gynocracy. But in addition to that, you also had people who are just anti anything and really just looking for a fight.
Yep.
So what happened was after people got exhausted fighting the gynocracy, because it's likely not a one generational problem. In fact, it almost definitely isn't. They like, okay, I've come to realize that I am not going to tear down the gynocracy. I'm not going to watch the gynocracy burn. However, what I can do is destroy the organization that I was once a part of from the inside. And keep in mind that the purpose is just to see something burn.
Just to see something burn. It's just chaotic. That's what you're saying. They're just they just want to destroy it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's kind of like a soldier who will fight for any army as long as they're fighting.
Oh, okay. So
And
what
of
do you?
course, there's the disguise of they will never be able to answer the question, how would things be better for them if the red pill space didn't exist?
All right.
And that's because, and if that's the case, since the inability to answer that question should lead them to conclude that you should just leave it alone. I mean, it's perfectly fine to be jaded by something or be tired of something or just say, I've been there, done that, and then move on. But they're not just moving on. It's kind of like, graduating from the second grade and going to the third grade and then being mad that there's still a second grade. It's like, hey, wait a minute. What are you all still talking about? I've already been there, done that. It's like, yeah, but there's other people in the world other than you. Yeah, but I'm done with that. So it should go away after I'm done with it.
Yeah, let me ask you a question, Game Changer.
Sure.
A while back, Ike Amin and Dr. Thunder had this panel, and there was a lot of people in the chat that were kind of detractors and highly critical of the space and everything. And you asked me a question, or you said something like, "We're not real sure what side you're on." I don't know. You remember that? I mean, a lot has happened since then. A lot of went on in our lives to remember something like that. But I want to make it clear to you that I'm on the Black Manosphere side.
Mm-hmm.
That's where my allegiance is. It's not like I depend on the space itself for this, this overwhelming support that I feel that I'm entitled to just because I'm a part of this space. But the thing is, like, deep down with me, it's just that it's a group of black men, and at the same time, it's like that's what I believe that most have a problem with. It's a group of black men that are speaking without permission. So I will always be on the side of black men speaking freely. Always. Like, I don't care about this SBE crap that they're spreading or any of that shit, bro. If you are a black man and you have the courage to speak your mind and face all that opposition, I commend you. Period. That's just how it is. But a lot of guys are against that, and one of the primary reasons why a lot of guys are against that because hoes are mad. Hoes are mad. Every time hoes get mad, these niggas just fall to fucking pieces and just want to eat each other. So that's my view on it. I'm just like I said, big ups to the Black Manosphere. We should all keep doing what we're doing, and that's the end of it. And these guys that were on that panel talking all that shit, some of them are still talking shit to this day. They are. So, there's no, when I do these reaction Wednesdays, there's no statute of limitations. Hey, I'll do something 10 years ago if I wanted to. But I thought this was worth a mention because they saying the same bullshit today. And like, and you say you learn not to pay attention to them. I think you actually got into it with one of these guys at one point. If I recall, I think it was the guy in the middle. But you said you've learned to ignore it. So what do you think?
The guy in the middle, I'm not going to say his name. The guy in the middle, that was something personal.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, he does represent a mentality that's unfortunate, that festers, not just in this space, but amongst black men in general. and that is there are so many of us that revel on the failures of other Black men,
Yeah.
even if they cheered them in success. Okay, for example, when I was a kid, I seen a movie called New Jack City, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everybody's seen it. I know I'm saying it like a joke, you know, but you know, there's some
I
youngsters.
got you.
Yeah, I seen a movie called New Jack City, and you know, it featured Nino Brown, and you know, he's giving turkeys, and you know, the women just loved him, and you know, he had the nightclub and the spotlight, and everybody came to the nightclub. Flavor Flav was there, and he just got all the love, right? But then when Ice-T was beating him down in the apartment, and then you know just knocking him over the ledge, and you know, and punching him in garbage. Now everybody's like Blue Lives Matter, and the crowd was just like, get him, get him. They just love to see people fail. It's like, this is the same. You was just eating this turkey. Like, what's up with that? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the moment they see blood, the moment they see your weakness, they see you about to go down, that's when they attempt to you know, pull you down harder.
Mm.
So and that mentality, unfortunately, is something that brothers possess. They just want to see, you know, they just want to see some brothers fall.
Yeah. Well, how much you think is that? How much of that you think is Highlander complex, Niggerlander? Like, you know, the purpose for doing that is
Very
because they
little.
want to be the top dog themselves.
Very little.
Mm. Mm.
The Niggerlander syndrome really applies to like okay, we go back to the New Jack City analogy. None of the people who was cheering his demise wanted to be kingpins themselves. They just
Mm.
wanted to see him not be kingpin.
Oh,
You
okay.
know,
So you're leaning more toward like crabs in a barrel type shit.
exactly. That's a better analogy than, you know, a Niggerlander syndrome or alpha syndrome, you know, where one lion
Okay.
chases another one. This is more
Right.
like, you know, listen, I don't care if I get out the barrel. I just don't want you out of it, which is far worse,
Mm.
in my
Yeah.
opinion, because, you know, a person is willing to sacrifice themselves to see you fail.
Sure.
I mean, and it's unfortunate, but you know, and outside of the Black Manosphere, we live with this problem, you know, amongst Black people in general.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. It's a mentality, and
Yeah,
it's not a
exactly.
yeah, and it's not a mentality that is anywhere near our fault either. I mean, you know, problems existed before people started talking about them. Just like, you know, just like with NWA, everybody blames NWA for the, you know, the ruining of a culture, but that culture was already there by the time they started rapping. Like, so why would people even say some shit like that? See, like it's let me see, like yeah, Raven Knight says crabs in the barrel mentality. Yeah, man, and yeah. So I kind of, you know, I can agree with that, game changer. I really can.
Yeah,
So because
it's
like
go
because
for it.
your name used to get said a lot. What they used to call you, stove changer, you know, or something like that. But I don't know any. I know a little bit of the story, but I'm not gonna tell it here because you know whatever, you know.
Well, I mean, I've
They
told that story so many times. I mean, you know,
yeah.
simply put, in the Dominican Republic, I met a woman, and you know, we hung out for about a week or so, and then I went back to California, and then next year we hung out again. I think it was like after the third year. Instead of for living in a hotel, I stayed in her apartment, and I noticed that in her apartment she didn't have a stove
Oh,
uh,
okay.
to cook for me. She's good at cooking, but I didn't really think anything of it. I would prefer that she did have one than didn't. And she also had a son. So when we went to a place which is like the similar to their Walmart or Kmart or something like that, I was going to get the kid a playpen because he was all over the place. But instead, I seen that they had stoves. Now, Walmarts don't have stoves, but this one did, and I was like, it's like $200. I was like, okay, I'll get this instead. She's happy and I'm happy because I don't have to order takeout every day, and it was cool. And that was pretty much the end of the story. Now, but it played out in this space. I don't know why it's so horrible, but it really, and to me, I stick by it. I didn't do anything wrong, but there
You
are
did
people out
something wrong, but it's okay.
What did I do wrong?
So you made a couple of key mistakes, and I'm sure if you reflect on them deeply, you'll understand why it was a mistake. I mean, I don't really blame you for it because you were primed for that sort of type of thing to happen to you. I mean, to be quite frank, I mean, like the selection of women in America kind of leads to these sorts of outcomes when you try to transfer that sort of type of mentality to other cultures and countries. Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I hear you now. I didn't hear you before. You was going for a second.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't know. Maybe I'm going in and out. I'm not probably getting the greatest signal, but I was saying it is a problem because, and I don't really blame you for it. I'm not holding it against you. I do think it's kind of funny and it kind of, warrants a deeper look at and something that really people clown on you for it. I think it's appropriate that they do, but it's not, it shouldn't be taken as a slight against who you are as a person. I think you were good intention, but it was naive and it did led to a negative outcome. That's all. I mean, I could go deeper into describing why it was. I mean, shit happens, right? But I'm not going to, attack you for it and make you an enemy by any stretch of imagination for it. But it isn't something you should have done. That's all.
PK, what's the negative outcome from it? I'm curious.
Well, I mean, she used you objectively.
How so?
That's the negative outcome.
How so?
I mean, did she buy you a stove in return? What did you get in return?
I got to live in her place. So the money that I saved on a hotel went towards the stove, essentially.
So that's as an even exchange.
Okay. I mean, that was not what I had heard the outcomes were. I didn't know that. That's news. I didn't hear that part. Yeah. Like I said, I don't have the greatest signal. I didn't hear that part of the story. I just thought that, you were dating the woman and, you bought her a stove. And I'm like, and this was in a different country as well. And I was like, yo, come on, bro. You're dating a woman. You're not married to her. You don't have any sort of, obligation or fidelity to that woman. And you're buying random women's stoves. That's not a good look. That's all.
So, yeah. And here's what's disturbing about the thinking. But because men here in the States buy women more extravagant gifts than a stove all the time. And I'm not talking about well-to-do guys. I'm talking about the regular, guy that sells women's shoes and he saves up to buy his girlfriend a weave or some crap like that, or to get her nails did, or to Uber her to his house so he can hit it, or to go to a place to have some overweight broad say, I'm too good for the Cheesecake Factory. Let's not pretend like, like we just walk around with our penis out and beautiful women just jump on it because of our, benevolent swag. No, men here in the States spend more than $200 regularly on women.
I'm aware. I'm not, I didn't make that as an attack against you. I think it's problematic when they do it as well. It's not, some sort of just he did it and him individually is the entirety of all problems that we have to face with women in general. Like, that's not the argument I'm making and never would make. I think that these people made mistakes as well. And I point them out across the board. I'm sure, I don't know if I've been around here for a long time. I just don't talk to everyone that's in this space because I don't often run into them. I frequent the places that I frequent, and that's kind of all there is to it. I've heard of you, and I've kind of heard that story, and that was what my takeaway of it was. Now, if there are men who are doing the things that you just mentioned a moment ago, I mean, like, that's some dumb shit too. I think it's fair to say. Now, if there is some sort of reciprocity involved in that relationship, then I don't have any critique to offer. I mean, like, if you're getting something in return for what it is that you buy, or if it's trick hole relationship and you're buying favors, right? Sexual favors from a woman, then so be it. I don't have an issue with that either. You know, that's all. So hopefully that kind of explains it in
Yeah,
my position a little bit better.
yeah, no worries, no worries. I don't think it's anything wrong with a trick hole dynamic as well. That's not what this was, but if it were, I don't see anything wrong with that. And furthermore, just so you know, um, even before that, because remember, this is my third trip there that I seen her. Even before that, she still was very helpful to have. She, showed me like places that made my vacation more fun. I'm not talking about her vagina neither. I'm talking about just general. Just having somebody there as a tour guide that can take you off the beaten path, was really worth it to me. Her company did make my vacation a lot better, more than $200 better. Also, just having her, because what happens is they have in places like there, they have what's called the gringo price. And that's a price, that's a premium that they charge foreigners. And so if you rent a hotel, they would charge a local person X amount, and they would charge a tourist, X plus an additional, let's just say 100%. They'll charge twice as much. So just having her do stuff like when I didn't stay with her, she would go into the hotel, get the price quote, and get the room for me, and then I would go in, and it's like, yeah, gotcha. So, just having that. So she did save me money. When you're out there, everybody is trying to get a piece of you, cab drivers, pretty much everybody. Everybody wants a little bit more from you because they know you got it like that. So having her did protect me from a lot of that. And that's everywhere I go. I make sure I have a local. And I'm not just walking out there like, with my wallet out. So she did save me a lot more money, and plus all the money I got in cash apps and super chats from just telling the story. Let's not forget that. But
I
want
call
to
that a
address.
win.
Say that again.
I said I call that a win.
Yeah, absolutely. But I want to say something about narratives and dialogues where he says, how do you know they are well-to-do or not? No, the reason why I'm saying well-to-do or not is because I'm talking about percentage of income. A person who makes, say, $1,000 a month and spends $500 on a woman, he's spending 50% of his monthly income. And a person who makes $1,000 a day and still spends $500 a month on a woman's hair or something like that is spending a very small percent, a much smaller percentage of his income. So that's why I'm just saying that. I'm not really downing anybody for having for not being, what do you call it, just a higher earner. This is not what this is about. It's really more, I'm just saying that a person is spending a very high percentage of their income if they're doing that and they have a low income. That's what I mean. And the reason why I said shoe salesman, because I was thinking of Al Bundy, who always complains about his job. I don't know if you actually are a shoe salesman, but no, it's just an Al Bundy joke or Al Bundy reference.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Chaos Rain, you ain't got any yet. What's good?
What's good, Kevin? Kevin, I was on and off, but if that's the only man that's been talking about the space,
No, not really. There's a lot of them. I mean, I give this the seed planter treatment right here.
Yeah, well, you kind of grace him because I'm not sure what his sub count is, but for you that's probably bigger. I mean, it's probably good for him.
Okay, let me go ahead and clarify to everybody that's listening, everybody in the replay game, and anybody that's listening. I don't give a damn about sub count. As far as I'm concerned, the content creator is one person. I'm one person. I'll give you kudos all day. I'll say, hey, good job. On building your channel like that. But if you think that your sub count intimidates me, and that's any of you out there, you are completely fucking mistaken. So, I mean,
that's what's up. That's what's up. All right. Thank you for that disclaimer. Appreciate it. Yeah. So, like I said, they hate on him, and it makes no sense because let's be honest, it's like another form of gossip. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we gotta talk about this that you guys not working. I say, well, you're not really involved doing anything either, but we don't complain about y'all. I mean, but like I said, you gotta have some critics. You gotta have somebody that you gotta have some haters. You don't have them, you're not doing your job.
Oh, for real? I hear that
I
very
mean,
often.
think about it. Cat
know,
Williams said
I
it
mean,
all the time, and I'm saying if you're not like in reverse, say if the guy you play, if they're not hitting on him, then by versa you're hating on the opposite. So you're not doing your job. So if they're hating on men that's in the space that's putting out content and getting the viewership, I will be hating too. But I can't hate because I know it's part of the game. Either you build a better mousetrap or just sit back in the clouds and shut the hell up.
Interesting take. Okay, so yeah, I can say I kind of rock with that kind of thinking, but that like I said, it's not like I said, it's not that I have any hater in my blood or I'm jealous of the progress that anyone's made, like some of the other guys I was talking about tonight. But I mean, shit, your sub, I'll say it once, I say it again. Your sub count doesn't intimidate me. I'll be proud of you all day, and it's yeah, and you're right. Every Sunday I run a smoke show.
Yeah.
But any show, any live stream I do, I drop the link. Anybody can come up as long as they're not a troll that's trying to get your channel terminated. I mean, and we can discuss this like men. And what I don't see, this is what I don't see out of a lot of these guys discussing shit like men, acting like hoes, being around like they'll claim up and down all day that this is a man space, but they be on more women's channels than anything. Like,
Wow.
like what a fucking contradiction. I mean, shit. So I mean, sometimes you got to show that people are full of shit. It's just that and I'll say it again. It ain't like I really care like that for real, but this is like there's no statute of limitations on reactions at all. So none at all. So anybody can get it at any time. They're not all going to be negative. Some of them will probably be positive. But I just this is one I've probably been wanting to get off my chest for a while. And I'm the kind of person that doesn't wait till 100 people are on the live stream to say anything. I'll say it with 2 people here. Like if I feel like saying fuck you, I'm gonna say fuck you. If I feel like shaking your hand and saying thank you, you're doing a good job, I'm gonna do that same thing too. But the point is, man, is like you can't be afraid to call people on their bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. It's been nearly 3 hours. Gonna get some final statements in. I'm gonna go ahead and drive this bitch home. So, okay, whoever wants to go first, hey.
Yeah, I'll go. Oh, okay. Oh well, I'll be quick, man. Leia, like I said, it's about almost 3 dozen of these people, man. It is what it is. I wish there was some way to, completely disassociate with that, but unfortunately, we're gonna have to go through this every now and again because people don't know, and the ones that do know still sometimes do it by virtue of you wanting to do it for content or any number of reasons. But yeah, these people, it's not much you can do for them. And I mean, you can ignore it. That's one way of handling it that Game Changer mentioned. But I mean, ultimately, it's up to the content creator to decide how they're going to deal with it. I mean, there's no good way or right answer in this particular instance. I mean, these people exist. They've been here. Hell, some of them act like they're cool with the Black Manosphere. I ain't gonna name no names. Hell, some of them are in the chat, and they get played because they're not outwardly attacking people, even though they're still part of those cliques and they still actually agree with their messaging over ours, which is kind of interesting, But that's kind of dims the brakes, Kev. Just do what you've been doing, man, and you still going, catch smoke from it's kind of like a side smoke because they don't even really, the ones that do come at you directly make fun of you, but they're not actually engaging with you. They want to engage with someone else. They're using you as a proxy when they make these arguments often. Same for you, Game Changer. But it is what it is, man. I mean, that's all I got. I hope y'all have a good night. I'm gonna head out, man. I'm working anyway, so catch y'all later.
All right, thanks for coming through, PK. Always good to have you, brother. All right, who's next?
Yeah, I'll go, to finish it off. So the reason why I say ignoring them is because what I've come to realize is that the reason that they're here is because the gynocracy ignored them. No, in a very real way. I mean, they spent
Okay.
they spent, you know, in some cases years, trying to, you know, call out the gynocracy and, you know, call, and the gynocracy never called back. You know, it's not like Cynthia G said, and this dude here, you know, I mean, they may say something about Kevin Samuels, but to them and their channel, the gynocracy never really noticed them or acknowledged their existence. And as a result, they're like, okay, well, I need to punch somebody that'll punch back. So, you know, now they're just like attacking inward.
Okay.
So, I mean, essentially it worked. I mean, it worked for the gynocracy, ignoring them.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that, game changer, for that explanation. And yeah, that does kind of make some sense because I mean, my belief is like when I say the hoes mad thing, um, that might actually go along with that because you know we say that these guys say a lot of this shit for the approval of those very individual females that you know will sit there and talk all this shit about black men all day. So that's their rebound. That's their second chance. So if you know if that sounds like that made sense at all or not, I mean you know that was just kind of me added to what you were saying about that. But I mean, you're right, it's serious, but at the same time, it's fucking hilarious. You know, the ability to like, you know, I like because I kind of like when I'm having a discussion with a guy, like I'm having a disagreement with him and his girlfriend is sitting by him. The one thing that I fucking hate is when he's looking at his girl just to see if it's okay for him to say something. I'm like, look me in the eye like a fucking man. What the fuck is wrong with you're supposed to be running that, not her. I mean, you know, I get it, the head good, but goddamn shit, me and you have a discussion like man. So yeah, I totally feel what you're saying. So all right, you anything else? Game
No,
changer.
that's it. Thanks again for having me.
Oh, word. Anytime, game changer. That's game changer. 00100. However he says it. Go check his YouTube channel out. All right, Chaos Reign. Anything?
No, no. You know, my man, have very few words. I put the links to live stream, the set notification. Oh, game changer, come back.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead,
Okay,
Chaos.
a,
'Cause
a, a, li- a live
I was about to
stream.
close it.
I will go live on that. Just hit your notifications. So because I can't tell you the time I will go live, but it will be down. I already created. It's in the chat room, and I also have a new short that actually started picking some traction. Surprisingly, check that one out as well.
Yeah, it's like Chaos Reign. Yeah, any good content creator knows that you know you have to be persistent and you have to be consistent in order for your channel to go somewhere. And I mean, I do understand the work you're doing. You know, then the dedication that you put into it. So you know, keep doing your thing. You know, keep speaking without permission. Keep speaking out of turn. And you
Mhm.
know, just keep doing your thing. Here, check out Chaos Ray. He dropped a couple links in the chat, so go ahead and check him out. So okay, at the end of the day, we're all grown men. I mean, you know, just regardless of how you may feel about someone or anything, and you know, I can't really comment on you know people beefing and everything, but I mean, I heard that explanation on AM1's broadcast where he spent 7.5 hours. I mean, almost double the broadcast that I reacted to tonight. Uh, and they tried to explain that there was some beefs here and it was the list is stupid, blah, 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 and all that stuff. But, uh, you know, Shay Sharday posts a list and then we get all this flack for it. So, you know,
Oh,
so
one thing I do want to add.
Yeah.
Shortly, one thing with Shay Sharday, she does a lot of work, and we got to give her credit. As you know, the lovely ladies tried to get rid of her permanently on YouTube and have failed.
No, I have no problem with Shay Sade.
Yeah, yeah.
I have no problem with her. The problem I had is when she posted the list that she shared from my community tab.
Okay.
Then all these little old simps just came in, just like in a wave of butt hurt. And
Oh
started,
yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. All of them
Yeah.
came out. So probably you
And
think it was like a brotherhood? Say this was. I thought we all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then coincidentally, AM1 a couple days later had no, wait a minute. That was that was like the next day. He had his little old list broadcast and all this other shit. I mean, he made a lot of money on that. You know, I give it to the brother, but goddamn, bro. I mean, but the thing is, like, and it goes back to what Game Changer said. Like, you know, these guys, you know, the gynocracy ignored them. So yeah, because it was like they were talking about. I remember one guy was like, "Well, you put women on the list, so Kev, you took an L." I say, "No, I didn't, because these very women that I put on the list, especially the breakdown, y'all over there all the damn time. So stop capping like y'all don't like these women over here. Now, is this supposed to be a man's space? Yes, but you're supposed to be at the forefront. I don't give a damn who's here, especially black men. Shit, out of 45, 50 men on a list, they looked at the 2, 3 women, and that's just that's what the fuck I be talking about. A lot of black men don't have respect for themselves enough to even acknowledge how much power we have in our words and sometimes in our actions as well. So I do commend the brothers that are in this space that keep their heads on straight and just keep it as 100 as possible. But for this whole shit that I put on display tonight, I've already seen this shit. I've ignored it for the longest, but I'm just reacting to it. Just understand the key word is reacting to it. Do I really care about whether these guys live or die? I know that's a mean thing to say, but probably not. You know, but at the same time, I just want to just establish that there is a mindset here. There's a mindset. And if you run across any one of these guys, like seriously, I'm not telling you what to do, but you just understand that there's not a real good intent when dealing with them, because we dealt with a couple of them before and it did not turn out good. And it was on them. It wasn't on us, it was on them. But that might be a story for another day. You know, in fact, shit, go check out YAS4W. Shoot, we did a couple broadcasts on the story back by full 5 years ago. So, anyway, I'm a part of the Black Manosphere. I think you are a great group of guys, for real, for real. I mean, you guys are staying the course, and don't give up because of some bitch nigga shit. That's what I'm saying. So, okay, so if any of them guys want to serve me a receipt or anything for this, feel free to put it in the comment section. Also, for you replay gang people out there, just type replay gang in the comment section as well. Just let me know you're here. Shoot, Red Lion, I saw you the other night. He shouted out replay gang in the comment section. So, that's great. So anyway, I'm always, as a content creator, looking to improve. I know I'm not perfect. I know I haven't hit my peak, and I'm the only one that can decide that he hits his peak. So I'm just another guy at the end of the day. But if you insult something that I am a part of, seriously, if you try to bring down something that I am a part of, shoot, one day I'm going to do it. One day I'm going to come for you. So, and I mean, like, if anybody felt like I came for them tonight, stop by Sunday night and we can discuss it like men. Well, at least I'll be a man. I don't know if you're going to hold up your part or not, but chill. Anyway, I'm just going to end it here. I got a work day tomorrow. I got to do a BMBBH news, the news without the WS, maybe do 1 or 2 videos, maybe, and, drop one tomorrow, drop one Friday. So just be on the lookout for that. I really appreciate everybody who came through. Thanks for the super chat support. I'm not really so much a Cash App guy. Let me check my Cash App. Oh yeah, D Scott. Thank you for the Cash App the other night. Saw that. Really appreciate it. I just wanted to acknowledge that as well. So All right, that's it. That's it for now. And let's end it like this, like we always do on this channel. Long live the habitual line steppers. In Kev we trust. And look, these are very true words right here. When you don't give up, you shall win. See you Saturday.